stay still, the thoughts of you are sinking. Point stands, but I'm still overthinking. You know you don't really call me like you used to, but I know you try. But I've heard you've been here before. But I won't stay the same, it's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change, I know it's me and you. But I don't stay the same, I'm just adjusting to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. Babe, I wanna know, is it heartfelt to maybe just a little? Cause you don't really see me like you used to, but you hold on to me cause all you do is settle. I've heard you've been here before. Stay the same, it's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change, I know it's me and you. But I don't stay the same, I'm just adjusted to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. But I don't stay the same, it's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change, I know it's me and you. But I don't stay the same, I'm just adjusted to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. If I stay still, the thoughts of you are sinking. Point stands, but I'm still overthinking. You know you don't really call me like you used to, but I know you try. But I've heard you've been here before. But I won't stay the same, it's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change, I know it's me and you. But I don't stay the same, I'm just adjusting to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to.
That's right.
Hi.
Babe, I do want to know.
What do you want to know?
How you tolerate the whirlwind when I'm in a whirlwind.
It is fantastic.
Yeah.
Scooter has been off of his game all day in like the most...
Last 2 days.
Yesterday wasn't as bad as today.
Yeah, that's true. Because I thought, hey, I got up earlier for me yesterday and I got stuff done.
Right.
I got up early-ish today for me. And I was like, I'm going to add one more thing.
Yeah. He's had the most Sarah day. Like, it's fantastic to see. Because I'm always all over the place. But to see... I told him, I was talking to Mariah, and I was like, Mariah, it's like noon. And Scooter hasn't brought up our shake. He's been up for hours. I haven't heard from him. I should probably go check on him.
I was like they say elbow deep. I was elbow deep in my PC.
That's a weird statement.
No, elbow deep in my PC.
All right.
I was working on my personal computer. On my.
Sounds like an odd statement.
God, if you're in IT, no, you're always elbow deep.
Okay.
Talk about elbow deep. No.
I mean, I think that was like an old people's term because now PCs are so small you can't really get in there.
Oh, you should have seen me. I had an air can. There was dust bunny. I was giving birth to so many dust rats and dust bunnies. I cleaned it all up. Okay. You didn't even see any of it.
It's true.
Yeah, I mean, it was insane down here. I went through boxes outside to find parts because I was trying to find an extra cable because a cable went bad. I don't know if a cable went bad. I think I used a bad cable, and that's why the PC wouldn't turn back on. But long story long,
yeah,
I'm trying to upgrade the cameras. These are not upgraded cameras. I apologize. I mean, they're fine.
Nobody's going to know except for you and Ryan.
Well, the reason is I'm really trying to get our top-down camera rolling. So I was like, if I'm going to buy more cameras, I should upgrade.
Right.
That's just smart to do. That's why my PC works still so well. So, yeah. So we don't get to use the new camera because Scooter doesn't know how to use it, for one.
Because Scooter waited till today.
It showed up today.
Then you should have waited till next week.
I have to wait till next week because the cables don't show up till Monday. The real cables for it.
Oh, anyways, he had a very Sarah day and it was great.
And yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to the.
I'm toasty now.
Well, it's because you're living your life through me vicariously. You're going, wow, you were something,
right?
And I wasn't stressed.
He says that, but
I was very, very overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Right, and we'll get into that, I guess, if we want to talk about it.
So welcome. I'm Sarah.
I am not Sarah. I am the Scooter part of the Scooter and Sarah. So welcome. We're going to talk about stuff.
But first,
our sponsors.
No, we're going to drink alcohol.
Oh.
Because it's Friday.
Maybe we'll get sponsored someday by alcohol.
Just alcohol, not even an alcohol place.
Slancheva.
Alcohol in general. Salud.
Happy Friday, everyone. And if you're listening to this not on a Friday, happy that day.
Yep. Hopefully you're enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not, take a nap. Naps always solve things.
They do. No.
They don't, actually. I hate naps.
Me too. But they do solve things. Being tired.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now on to our sponsors.
Yes.
Drum roll, please. I don't know if you can hear that in there. But no. I wasn't saying doing it louder. I was just wondering. So, sponsor Lever Consulting. You get an introductory consultation from Lever Consulting if you mention Sarah and Scooter. So go to leverconsulting.com where they will help you with all the good stuff.
The life things.
The life skills. The skills that you don't want to learn about. Getting a job.
The ones you want to listen to your parents about.
Balancing your account. Applying for a grant. They will help those things if you're a company. Just the paperwork, back end research stuff. Amazing human being that does a lot of research on behind the scenes for a lot of stuff we do. So check out leverconsulting.com for an introductory consultation. Just mention Sarah and Scooter.
And it's just COM. He said it like it was longer. Like CAWM.
Calm. CALM.
Oh.
Calm down.
Calm.
All right. What's our other one?
Yaya's Embroidery.
Who's that? What is that?
It is Urel, and Urel is amazing. And Urel does embroidery and screen printing on shirts and hats and beanies and sweaters.
We're usually wearing something.
I know.
We didn't today.
I just got off from the store and I took Scooter's sweater.
Yeah, I just got out of the shower and went, whoa, that shirt's big.
Right. Yeah, that's why I have a sweater on. The shirt was not big enough. Anyways, if you mention Sarah and Scooter, you get 10% off your order. Yaya's Embroidery on Instagram is the best way to reach her.
And it's not linked in this video, but it will be now if you're watching it live. But if you're watching it afterwards, it will be linked below. So make sure and check out either one of those things. The link will be below.
Yes.
And to mention, before we get into our giveaway question, because you need to be more like Urel. everyone that's listening or watching.
Yes.
Answer the questions because you get some cool stuff. There's even cooler stuff coming out.
I
We are working
know.
on something. So, how do I say it? I make things too intricate when it comes to
Everything.
logos and
Okay.
yeah, it's that kind of stuff. So we're trying to get some really cool stuff on some things.
Yeah.
Is that too evasive of enough? To give away, not just for giveaway questions, but to give away. And we don't know how we're going to give them away. We might spin a wheel. I don't know.
We have a wheel.
Yeah.
Jinx.
Where'd I put it?
I don't know,
I
actually.
put it outside.
I looked for it. It wasn't there.
I put it outside.
It's been out for months.
Yeah. So we do have a wheel that we can spin. We could also spin a virtual wheel.
It's not as fun.
It's very true. I do, and we have cameras that we're working on that can do all this kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm looking.
Somewhere.
No, we have them. They're over there, and they weren't cheap. They're amazing cameras. The scooter doesn't know what he's doing. That's the truth of it all. So we will be checking that out soon. So make sure and check out Yaya's embroidery Instagram for
Yes.
sure. All right. And how can people win some stuff? There's one way.
There is a question that we asked last week and it hasn't been answered yet, so we're going to ask it again. In a recent shout out, Scooter named 4 shows we've been watching. Name 2 of them.
And the list is getting bigger because we
But we
mentioned
haven't added any, have we?
we haven't added any because of that question. I feel like in here, like we've added them in what we've been watching.
You know what's funny? There's a show on here that we talked about that we didn't even finish,
Well,
which
okay.
is hilarious. Because yesterday we sat down and we're like, what are we going to watch?
Where? Well, let me see. I'm not gonna give it away, but this is the list
Look
of
on the
them.
top in the giveaway question section.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Oh my goodness!
I know, and you love this show.
are
But we
so
forgot
true.
about it.
Oh, okay. Yep. So
No,
we'll
we're
get
doing
there.
later.
Well, you know,
Sleeping. But
working,
after that.
working and sleeping. So we'll get to that. The working and sleeping
I'm
part
done
of our
today.
life.
I'm done working today.
Oh wow!
I never go back to work on Fridays.
I go back to work because I try and tear this thing down.
No, I just go to sleep on the couch.
I know. So we know.
Next.
Well, I know. What's next?
This one. Good thing.
All right. What's your good thing for the week?
So
God.
technically, I have 1.5. How many do you have?
Like I said,
Oh, you didn't write anything down.
I
Okay.
sat down. Everything was so in a tailspin for the last like 3 hours.
Yeah.
That I sat down with a blank sheet.
Okay. So let me start off with my half because it was a thing that I talked to you about. Phrases I hear at the airport, right? So that's like my start of my good thing. I wanted to share this phrase, the statement that
It's
I
a
heard.
Good thing.
I think you'll find it funny.
All right.
So yeah. So I was sitting at the bar waiting for my delayed flight. And there's these 2 guys from PG&E, younger people. They're probably, they're obviously 21. Anyways, they're sitting next to each other. They
Not
see,
obviously.
oh, hopefully they're 21. So they see this lady across the way. And one of the guys literally says, she looks like she can unclog a toilet and burp a baby at the same time. And I said, in my head, I said, what the F? What does that mean? I thought it was fantastic. And I was like, I can't wait to tell Scooter this.
So can you? Because in my mind, it's probably something different than they were seeing.
I don't know what they were saying.
You
But
didn't see
he's
the
the-
person?
No, I don't know. I didn't see anybody who looked like they could unclog a toilet and burp a baby at the same
Well,
time. I saw plenty of people at the
perception.
airport, but they said it like it was a good thing, like that was attractive. Like the guy's like, she looks like she could unclog a toilet and burp a baby at the same time, and I was like, what the?
I'm trying to think.
Is that what you're looking for?
I'm trying to think of a sexual innuendo there, but
No,
I can't find one.
I think he literally meant like she
Somebody
could do housework and have children
so
or something.
barefoot in the kitchen.
I think so.
I mean,
But the way he said it was just like, I was like, who are you talking
I
about?
heard that somewhere.
I
There's
don't
I mean,
know.
there's no way.
Where do you hear that?
And I mean, listen to the podcast we listen to. Let's be real. The
Anyway,
shows that we listen to might have said something.
by far the best phrase I heard this week while traveling. By far.
I can't even use that. I can't even steal that. Goodness.
Oh, it was so good. Everyone
Ah.
else is the normal. This older lady was like, the lady said, what do you guys want? And the lady was already getting her ID out. And she's like, oh, I thought you were going to ask to check my ID. She's like, I can't. She's like, no, it's too late now.
See, some people like their. Do you see the irony of that? Do you see the irony of somebody
Oh,
going, "Oh,
gosh.
she was bummed
I know.
that they were going to check her ID."
Yeah.
You get little. There's a word that I've been listening. I've heard being used this week in some of the shows and stuff like that. Scoff.
I get scoff.
No.
I
you don't,
scoff at it.
You scoff. You're. What's
So
your
old.
best? Let's go. Like, I want to compete. Like, I want to compete. I come up to you and I go, so can I check? Can I just see your ID?
Wait, are you talking about real life, how I react? Or
Yeah,
just
like scoff.
how I want to react?
No, the scoff. Like the scoff. Give me a scoff. I go, yeah, that'll be 20. No, hold on. Can I check your ID?
Yes.
That's not a scoff.
That's as much as I get.
That's
You-
a defeated.
what
That's
I-
a deflation.
What I normally say is, I'm really old. Or I say, I'm older than I look. I have a daughter who's 21.
No, you don't. You don't say anything.
Yes,
you just
I do.
hand them it and go.
No, I usually say, I'm older than I look. And then I give them the ID.
Okay, but what would you want it? Your scoff. Give me your scoff.
I don't think I have one.
You don't have like a ugh.
No.
There's different ones like ugh.
No.
Is
You
that
know
a
what?
scoff?
Okay, so I'll tell you my scoff because I've ranted about Sixt on the show before. The stupid. Did you know?
What?
You know
Ranted about what?
Sixt, the car rental place.
Sixth. I was like, when you said that, I was like, sixth, the number?
I feel like I should. You know, I'm gonna wait. Actually, I'm gonna wait till my rant.
Okay.
We'll just leave that here.
I just thought we'd go.
Scoff. Hi, Keith. Keith
Hello,
said
Keith.
hello.
Hello.
All right,
Hello,
what's your good
Keith.
thing?
Happy Friday.
That was my half a good thing.
I really, I have made time. I've found a way to consume entertainment and work at the same time this week.
Yes.
I am 50.
Yeah. Usually he can't do it.
No, I can't do it.
One or the other.
So what I've found is podcasts drive me crazy.
The verbal parts.
Well, no. That I love the verbal part,
Oh,
but I just don't like verbal by itself.
right.
I got to have like the video part because I want to look up and check it for a second, then go right back to work. To me, so I found a way for me to do micro breaks.
Yeah.
Instead of, because my micro breaks, it's been a day. Normally my micro breaks have been like staring at a wall for like 30 seconds, then go back to work.
Yeah.
Or look at my phone and scroll. But what I found a way to do it is have a form of a podcast talk show, not live. Live
Right.
is too consuming.
Too
for me.
interactive.
No, I have to get in the chat.
Right.
And I have to do stuff. Right. So it has to be a pre-recorded and get in there. And it can't be live and then watch it later. That drives me crazy. It has to be a pre-recorded, and that's why they make it. That's what I found is my niche. So if I can watch the video and listen to it, and then the joke is really good, and if the joke's really good, like makes me go, ha ha, like I did multiple ones this week in the middle of the night. And I looked up and I could see what they're laughing at and their reactions for like 30 seconds, then I can go right back to work.
Yeah.
So I think that's my good thing this week is I finally found something that fits my way of working and consuming entertainment. Because
That's good.
otherwise I just listen to music, which I
Right.
listen to music all the time anyways.
Yeah.
So that's just the way, that's my whole life. But I felt like this consumes more entertainment in the sense of things that are going on in the world just for fun.
Yeah.
So I've been enjoying that.
Do you find that you can have the music playing and listen to the show at the same time?
No.
So you know it's weird, and I feel like it's an issue. So I love football, but if I work and watch and have football on, I also have to have something else on at the same time because otherwise I'll stop and watch football. But if I'll have football playing on my computer, I'm working on my other two screens, and then I have a show on my phone, and I'm listening to all of them. And I feel like a crazy person. But it stops me from like looking up and just watching football the whole time. And I never just want to stop and watch a show. It's very rare that I'll stop working to watch a show. I don't really care enough. But football, I get super invested. But if there's another show on while I'm watching football, then I don't stop to watch the whole game. Seems like an issue.
Well, and I think
I think it's a definition of ADD, but
we talked about that. That's something I'd like to talk about. I don't know if it's in our thing, but I think that's something I want to discuss sometimes. Yeah, is this thing called ADD as it being a deficit?
yeah.
Yeah. So I
Thank you for next week.
have a weird take on that.
I'm not gonna ask you because it's for next week.
Yeah.
All right. My last good thing is I lifted 4 days this week.
Yes, you did.
I lifted weights, not just myself.
You lifted the wool that was covering your eyes.
I did, and it was so nice. It was split more than I would have liked.
Wait,
I did 2 days in a row, and then I left for 3 days, and I came back and did 2 days. I don't like the 3-day gap. It was too much.
No, I mean, yeah, I understand that, but you were gone,
Yeah.
so it's not like.
But every place I stay has a gym.
Yeah,
Even my
but
dad's house has
but
weights.
it's different when you travel. You work a lot.
That's true.
Like you can work 24 hours straight. It feels like.
It's not. It's like 17. But yeah. Only 17.
Pretty bad. Pretty bad.
All right. Do you have anything else?
When it comes to good things, not a ton. Well, besides Mariah started her job today.
She did.
Is that on your list?
Have I told you any of the stories?
No, but did she?
I
you
didn't
have
even put it on my
yeah.
list.
She started her job at Chick-fil-A
On
today.
campus.
Yeah, on campus. So here's another thing. It was like in the society today of people, not society, I don't want to broad brush it, but there seems to be like a workforce. We talked about the workforce being soft.
It's actually our discussion.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that. In this current climate, if you do just above average, you can be a shining star.
Right.
And it's not that she's just doing above average. She's doing very, very well.
She's a crazy person.
She's passing all her classes.
Right.
Right. She has 2 jobs.
Yes.
They're flexible jobs for sure.
Right.
But realistically, she doesn't have to.
No, she
But
doesn't.
she wants them because she likes to do stuff.
Yes. She likes to do things and she wants to pay for herself.
She likes to pay for her own stuff. But I think that's kind of I don't think that's something she learned. I think that was innate in her system.
Yeah,
Because
that's
she's
just who
been
she
like
is.
that for a long time.
Yeah.
Like she would pay her Xbox. She paid for half of it as a
Right.
kid.
Yeah.
You know, when she was what, 15?
Yeah. So, yeah. That's just who she is.
So, yeah. So it's,
So my best story today, so Chick-fil-A is brand new at Cal Poly right now. Like it just had first day today. And so Cal Poly already there's only like so many places to eat on campus. So what the kids do, it's through Grubhub. You order your food, and then when it's ready, you go pick it up. The wait time today at Chick-fil-A, 8 hours.
oh,
And Mariah's like, who's still putting in an order when you see the wait time's 8 hours? Kids still were doing it. And Mariah's like, it's just Chick-fil-A. She's like, I was making fries. She's on the fry station all day. And she's like, but she was only making half orders because if people can't bag as fast as she's making them, they dump the fries. And she's like, Mom, you should have seen how much food we threw away today. She's like, and it's not even because it was bad. We didn't cook it wrong. It's just because it sat longer than what their rules allowed, right? So if it's not, you can't put it hot in a bag and serve it to somebody, they're dumping the food. And she's like, it made me so upset. The amount of food we wasted today made me so upset. And so when it was time to leave, my manager's like, what time do you clock out? And she's like, 6. And he's like, you leave at 6? And Mariah's like, yes. And she's like, I think they wanted me to stay. She's like, but the people who own the building were out at the front helping. All the managers showed up. She's like, it was so crazy today. We were making orders at 6 for food people ordered at noon. And she's like, it was bananas. She's like, but it was nice. I just sat there and made fries.
I tell you, because I've worked retail enough in my life to where I've seen that. I've experienced as a consumer and as somebody that worked there. Home Depot was a big one. We had lines for the first month outside before we
weird.
opened. It was people would line up at 4 a.m.
At Home Depot.
At 4 a.m.
What do they think they're going to get?
I don't nothing special. It's not. You don't have to make anything.
A discount?
It was the weirdest thing. But that's very funny that Mariah would say something like that because she did that at Dutch Bros.
Yes, she did.
As a consumer.
She waited in line at Dutch Bros. Yeah.
Same kind of chaos.
Yeah.
Because it was new.
Right.
Not a new store like nobody's ever been to.
No.
A new location.
New at our location.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she can.
But she didn't wait 8 hours.
She can scoff all she wants.
I think she just left. Because she was going to put an order in today, and she's like, she saw the wait time. She's like, I'll just get on my break because I'll already be there.
Yeah, I mean, if I was going to wait for something like that, it would have to be like Wolfgang Puck's or...
what's the place in Vegas Becca said we had to go?
We'd have to wait for maybe Burger. We'd wait.
Even then. Hell's Kitchen?
Well, we would wait. We could wait 8 hours, right? We order it
as long as I don't have to sit there.
We don't have
Like
to
come
sit
back
there.
in
We
8
order
hours.
at noon, and then we go do stuff and come back. Yeah.
Keith said, wasting food should be a rant of the week. Just a suggestion.
That's not a rant of the week. That is just
rant of
the
life.
economy, where we can let me get on this. We can go ahead and spend the money and hire the police department and contractors to tear down houseless communities, that tear down their tents and clear fields. But we can also throw away enough food to probably feed that whole community for at least a couple of days.
Right. Daily.
One store. One store could have done it.
Yeah. Daily.
So there's something wrong, guys.
Yes.
There's something wrong.
The amount of food that gets thrown away on a daily basis between restaurants and we'll say even homes. Restaurants, homes.
For sure.
Schools.
For sure.
I mean, it's bananas. It's like, well, the apple sat out for 24 hours, so now they're garbage. If it was at my house and the apple sat out, you know what I'd do? I'd still eat it.
Yeah, I'd eat it.
There's so many things that I would still eat. Well, it's past the sell-by date, right? But is it rotten?
But it's not past the giveaway date.
It's not.
I mean, the co-ops will take it.
Yeah.
The food kitchens.
Yeah.
I mean.
But it's crazy how restaurants are like, well, we can't serve it any longer because now it doesn't pass our guidelines. And you're like, well, you know who doesn't care? I'll be honest. If I could go to my favorite restaurant and they're like, well, we can't sell this. Do you want it? Yes, I do.
Because we made it an hour ago.
Right. Yes. Can I reheat it and eat it? I will absolutely take that free food.
I'd eat it at that temperature. Like, I mean, what's reheating it going to do?
Kill some germs if
No,
it has any?
Nah, it's good. You haven't gotten any. I mean, not any, but how many germs have gotten on something because it sat out for an hour?
I agree.
Unless somebody was over there coughing and sneezing on it.
I've eaten my leftover dinner the day after, and I haven't put it away, and I'm fine. Like, I just feel like, that part's bananas to me.
Here's why it's crazy. Go to Sizzler.
Don't go to Sizzler.
They do not abide by any of those rules.
Yes, they do.
They put a lamp on it.
Yeah, that's all.
And
you have
they
to
go,
do.
this
Heating
kills
lamp.
everything. No. So if you set something out in the sun for an hour, still good.
Same thing.
But not in these.
I know.
These places.
Isn't that,
well, I can understand the quality of food. Now I can
Right.
understand there's that's not the quality we want to put out into the world. Totally get that.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean you can't give it away.
I agree.
So, but I think there's there's a flip side to that. People are going to wait a long time and then go around and get it for free.
But not as many as I think people would think.
I agree with that.
Because I'll tell you right now,
Not enough.
if it's between me getting like fresh baked bread and day old bread, I will pay the $5 for my fresh baked bread instead of the free day old bread.
But I'm also thinking, I'm also going, it's Chick-fil-A.
Right.
Bro.
Right.
Bro.
There's 30-some restaurants on this campus, and they spend an 8-hour wait on Chick-fil-A.
Bro. Chick-fil-A.
Right.
Like, that's a step down from like old spaghetti factory.
Terrible. I don't think it's in the same family there.
It's people make fun of the old spaghetti, but say
What?
it again.
What was that?
Oh,
Who?
I'm trying to stay charged.
Spaghetti Factory.
Spaghetti.
All right. Anyone good things?
Spaghetti. No, I just came up with that one.
All right. You ready to rant?
Oh, you're cool. I guess.
Rant of the week. Rant of the week.
Rant of the week. I have a list.
Yeah, he does.
I have a sticky
I
note.
only
I'll
have
probably skip some.
2. So go ahead.
My first one is really strange. Because I order a lot of stuff, especially this time of year. The beginning of, the beginning of fall quarter and the beginning of winter quarter. That makes sense. For the company, mostly. Some of it's frivolous. But this time, it's mostly company stuff. Because we're trying to get, do upgrades. Like, we always want to do something a little bit different, a little bit better. For some reason, if USPS, how do I say it? USPS, I can get something from Southern California in like a day.
Yeah.
But if it ships from Sacramento to Sacramento, it takes like a week. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
Like with the tracking number.
Yeah.
Received at the Sacramento location. Same day. 4 days later, I get it.
Yeah.
If it's shipped from Sacramento. I ordered something. I can't remember what it was. But I ordered it and it got here the next day from Southern California.
Weird.
Same shipping, same. It's not like I paid an upgrade. I
Yeah.
paid the basics of there. And also, if I ship something from Midwest or even the East Coast, it's here in like 2 days.
Yeah.
Because once it hits Sacramento, it's here. Like,
Right.
if it hits Sacramento that day, it's in my hands the next day. In Sacramento, if you ship it from Sacramento to Sacramento, this has been my experience. If they ship it today, I will get it 4 business days later.
That's weird. Also, why are you buying stuff from Sacramento?
I didn't know it was coming from. Oh, I think it was just, what was it? Oh, allergy medicine.
Oh, from Costco?
No, from Kaiser.
Oh,
So I order it because I was like, oh, that's.
you know why? They're telling you to stop being lazy, eh? 'Cause
No.
Kaiser's 15 minutes from here.
They're not saying that. No, what they're.
I'm just kidding.
Because that's USPS. It's in their hands.
yeah,
There's no Kaiser involved. Once it says at the
Right.
USPS station,
I don't know.
where does it go?
That's weird.
It takes 4 days.
I don't ever ship or get anything in the mail, so I have no idea of these
I always do.
Yeah.
FedEx, they're liars. I mean, either they're exactly early
Yeah,
or they're late. They're never on time.
that's funny.
They're either that. This has been my experience with FedEx. When somebody's shipping to me, when I'm shipping to somebody else, I actually don't track it. I don't think about
Yeah.
it. But it's gonna be shipped to me. It either gets here early, like a day early,
Yeah.
or it gets here a day or two late. It's never the estimated day.
You know what's weird? So I shipped something FedEx this week to somebody in like Arkansas, Alabama, somewhere in the area. Arkansas. And they said, when do you need to get there? And I said, I don't know, Thursday, Friday. It's just during the weekday at some point. And so they put down, I paid for a Thursday not guaranteed. And I was like, why is that an option?
So if you said Wednesday or Friday, it would have been guaranteed.
Right? I don't know. But I was like, is that less because it's not, because it was still expensive. So I was like, is that less because it's not guaranteed?
You didn't ask?
No, I just thought it was weird when I saw it on there.
Oh, I'd ask.
They got it Thursday, which is fine.
Mine always says, I get a message. You'll receive your package is en route to be delivered tomorrow between 9 a.m. and 11. The next day about 2 p.m. it goes, package delayed. Or it says, package is due to be there on Wednesday before 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Shows up on Tuesday. I'm like, I've with FedEx, I can't say never, but probably the last 10 things that I've had shipped to me, then somebody used FedEx. It's never on the day that they say it's going to be here.
That's weird.
It's either early or delayed.
Also, I think that means you get too many packages.
No,
Yeah.
this is over like
How many packages came yesterday from Amazon?
14.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
No, it was like 7.
yeah, I know. I upgraded.
Yeah.
You weren't here the rest all day, so
Yeah.
you
What-
don't know.
What's your next rant?
Okay. No, you do one.
I
I'll
only
cross
have-
off.
I
I'll
only have
cross.
2.
Yeah, I'll cross off some of mine.
Okay. I don't understand when you have an appointment with somebody and you show up to that appointment and they're not there. And then they have the nerve to call or message you and say, I'd like to reschedule that appointment. B, it's too late. You can't reschedule something that already happened. I already showed up at your
Canceled.
location. I've already tried to reach you. You cannot message and call me. And then, I know it sounds terrible. You can't expect me to be so friendly and chipper and respond within 5 seconds of your email and message.
When you ghosted me.
Right. When
Yeah.
you couldn't even have like the forethought to be like, you know what, I'm not ready. Let's reschedule this. You can't reschedule after the appointment.
That's the same person that wonders why they're single.
She's married. But
That-
anyways.
Probably still single though. You know the drill.
I know. That was my rant. It annoyed me. I drove all over Sacramento the other day.
Here's a couple things.
Okay.
I have to say, and this is going to be controversial. Ready?
Ooh.
Hipsters are not cool.
I mean,
In this day and age,
have they ever been?
they think they are.
Oh, okay.
And here's my kind of my definition of a hipster, right? Is like I feel like it's because they hate on stuff
Okay.
when it becomes popular,
That's fair.
right? I was listening to that group back in. I was like, cool. Now I'm listening to them. We should enjoy this together.
Yeah.
Oh man, I tried out that restaurant before everybody started trying it out. Cool.
Right.
Would you like to go there with me? We should. I mean, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
You know, enjoy. It's that don't yuck somebody's yum.
Yeah.
But it's that same thing. It's like if somebody discovers something after you didn't win.
Right.
There's nothing to win there.
Yeah.
Or when somebody takes your recommendation and they're like, "Oh, I told you to go there." It was like, yeah, and it took me a couple of weeks to go there. Like
Yes.
I couldn't just stop everything I was doing and go there. I told you to listen to them. I was like, we know. I told you to watch that show. I was like, no. Could
Right.
you imagine? I mean, and I feel like that's that culture that it's still a thing. I don't think they're called hipsters, but I feel like the hipster mentality, it's got to go away, man.
Yeah.
It's got to go. Like, if somebody picked up the game Uno for the first time, would you feel nostalgic and go, man, I used to play that as a kid. Let's play that together. That's how you feel. It's like,
Yeah.
well, I used to play that as a kid, man. So you don't even know anything about Uno. Shut up. Like, shut up.
People have done that quite often.
They do it a lot.
It's quite annoying. Yeah.
And I think that's where, and then I kind of did a controversial, what is it? Contradicted myself, because I was also thinking like people hating on labels.
Okay.
And I mean, like when you label something,
Yeah.
like somebody being a geek, they hate on geeks or hate on nerds or hate on certain genres of movies. They hate
Wait, they hate on the label itself, or
The
that it's been labeled.
kind of both. Like
Okay.
hipsters hate that it's a label. It's like, oh, now it has a label and now it's post punk. And I'm like, I was listening to it and didn't even have a genre. Shut up. Like, and we know these people in our lives,
Yeah, we
right?
do.
I was like, who cares?
Right.
Right. And kind of like let's talk about Chick-fil-A. It's like, well, I was eating Chick-fil-A before it was cool. I was like, it's never been cool.
It's never been cool.
No, it's just like most of these things have never been really that cool.
Right.
Right. So educate each other, be a celebratory of that other person
Yeah.
and go for it. But when it comes to labels, it's talking about putting stuff in, kind of like hating on labels in the sense of labeling something as not cool or too popular or grunge or
Yeah.
horror films, or like hating on the label of it. I was like, I don't hate horror films. That's not a genre I seek out, but there's some that I would go, whoa, that was really good.
Yeah.
Right.
That
So that's that. I kind of put them, it was like I contradict myself.
Yeah.
Kind of, but
I just added one.
being a hipster and having the hipster mentality, not cool.
No. Okay, I added one. So I was in Arizona this past week, and somebody that I went to an audit with recommended this Mexican food restaurant. I am super picky about Mexican food. I have said it. I will
True.
say it all the time. I am super picky. I grew up in the Central Valley, California, where we had amazing Mexican food. It still exists there. It's delicious. It's one of the best. Okay, so they recommended this place, and I was like, okay, I don't go out ever when I'm traveling there, so I will go try it. And they had these pork belly tacos on fresh made tortillas. And I was like, you had me. You had me at pork belly. You had me at fresh made tortillas. The pork belly was covered in chopped peanuts. And I just thought, I don't know any Mexican food that I've had that has chopped peanuts or peanut butter or peanut sauce.
Maybe they were half Thai,
It
half
was
Thai and half Mexican.
so that part threw me off. They did have the best
Maybe.
spicy margarita I probably ever had. It was amazing.
Oh, there you go.
It had like real, like not just weird fake spice. It had like real, like Fresno Mexican chilies in it. It was really good. But then also, there were no Latin people in the entire building. They had Mexican music on, which I did enjoy.
You say Latin or Latino or Mexican?
Latin, Latino, Mexican. There was nobody darker than Scooter in that building.
Oh,
Maybe in the kitchen, because I didn't see. The bartenders were not. The hostess was not. The people eating were not. It was me.
they weren't albinos.
No, I'm pretty sure they weren't. A lot of blonde people.
That is a bummer to me.
So the person asked me how was the food. I'm like, the taco was good, right? But it was weird to have peanuts on Mexican food to me. And maybe it's just like a portion of Mexico that I've never eaten food from. I don't know, but I just don't know where you would put peanuts on
I hear
Mexican
Mexico
food?
City is pretty bougie.
They have peanuts on their food?
No, I don't think putting peanuts on your food is considered bougie.
I want to go to Mexico City, actually. I think it'd be amazing.
I hear it's very different than. I mean, we went to Puerto Vallarta.
Yeah.
It's
We
very
went resorty.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
still, even the city, like going to Puerto Vallarta is
Yeah.
much different than going to like Mexico City. That's kind of like Nashville.
Yeah.
You know,
I didn't finish my rant. So my rant is, if you're going to recommend a place to eat, if you're going to recommend Mexican food to somebody and say, this is the best Mexican food, I need it to be, I need people in the building to represent the culture of food that I'm eating. I need a variety of people in the building that I'm eating for the food to be delicious. It either needs to be a variety of people or it needs to be whoever's culture of food I'm eating. Like if I go to an Ethiopian restaurant and there are no people who look like they're from Ethiopia, or I don't hear any Ethiopian culture or language and everyone's just speaking English, it's odd to me. It's odd for me.
I think it's odd because I think back when they decided to open up an Ethiopian restaurant, are they opening up an authentic Ethiopian restaurant or are they appropriating?
Right.
Right?
That's
I was
fair.
like, the Ethiopians over there are actually selling some food. You know what we should do? Open up our own Ethiopian
Right.
restaurant.
I mean, I'm that way about anything. I don't care what it is. If I go to an American diner and I look on the menu and it's not like American diner food, I don't want a fusion of like American diner food and something else. Like if you
Maybe you
recommend
do.
an American diner to me, I want to have American diner food.
But it's also
It's everything.
but let's rewind. Who recommended this to you? Somebody you don't know.
Yes.
Okay.
But when I looked up reviews, it had high reviews. People
Okay.
said food was good.
Do you know all those reviews are still people you don't know?
But I don't know a lot of people that eat a lot of food. And that sounds weird. I don't know a lot of people that go out and eat a lot of different types of food.
True. I feel like that most people stick to the rivers and
The lakes that they're used to.
lakes
Yeah,
that
I
they're used
knew.
to.
I knew he was gonna say it. I knew it. Oh, he's so old. All right, I have
We've
one
been
more.
together too long. It's got nothing to do with being old. You're old enough to understand the reference. It's more your generation
I'm
than
also
mine.
old. I have one more.
Oh, I have many more.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you have one more?
You could pick one more from your list. The best one.
Well, I'm going to do a real quick one. My attitude when it's my fault. That's my rant. All the mistakes that have happened AV wise over the last like 48 hours have really been my fault of not doing the research on my own. Not research, but like not knowing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And then getting frustrated, and it was like, dude, take your time, give yourself the allotted time.
Yeah.
Don't be stupid. With the ordering the right cables, and it's not like I didn't order the wrong cables. It's
This thing gets
there's just a
delivered.
lot.
Yeah.
There's just a lot going on. But my biggest one was be articulate with recommendations.
What does that mean?
When you're trying to tell somebody what you're recommending to them, like that you're somebody's asking you for advice, or they want you a restaurant and they're saying, "Oh, it's good." What does that mean?
Like, why is it good?
Oh, those are awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to love that. I'm going to need a little bit more than that, right? Now, when you say it to me,
I was gonna say,
I
who's
know-
saying it?
if it's somebody super like you, if you recommend a beer to me, I know that it's probably an IPA and it has some dank in it,
Yes.
right? You're not going to go, you should really try this.
She really tries
You're
blueberry
gonna like
IPA.
this.
It's delicious.
Or this blueberry or
Lager.
jalapeno flavored tequila. It's
Yeah.
going to be great.
Delicious.
I love it. Now, you could say I love it, but I just mean like be articulate. Like say something that makes sense instead of this. They're not really superlatives. They're very broad answers. Like that microphone's really good.
Yeah.
That makes no sense in the world, right?
Yeah.
No.
Like, why?
Yeah. What application are you talking about?
Yeah.
This board game is great. That's the worst review you could hear,
It's true.
right? And then you take it, you open it up, and it's 2.5 hours long.
Yeah.
You have to have 7 players to play
87
it.
pieces.
It takes you an hour and a half to set it up.
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa, I thought I was going to just play a game.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of thing. Like, I just feel like being articulate with your recommendations, like instead of just saying, dude, you're going to love this. Well, that's weird.
That's fair.
That
I agree with that.
That's been kind of my thing lately. And I feel like a lot of people are getting, because I feel like on the flip side, because a lot of people are going, that was a sucky game. I don't understand. That was a really bad game. And I was like, it was bad for you.
Right.
It's just the person who recommended it or gave it high reviews didn't really say anything good about it.
Right.
They just said
5 stars.
We love this game.
Right.
5 stars. Amazing.
Yeah. It's like that restaurant. 5 stars.
Yeah. But you don't know why.
Yeah.
You have no idea why.
See, now I can give them 3.5 stars.
Well, but maybe that person that sent you there freaking just loves peanuts.
That's true.
You don't know that.
Also, maybe I shouldn't have gotten the pork belly tacos. Maybe
you should
something else.
But maybe you go, why do you recommend it?
I did actually ask them for another list of things. So I'm like, if you're basing this on drinks, that was the best spicy margarita I've ever had in my life. So you have good taste in bars.
5 stars.
5 stars.
Maybe that's all they had.
Right.
We don't know.
That's true.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Be articulate.
That's true. All right, here's my last one. It's an update on Sixt. If you don't remember, Sixt is a rental car company who is a POS. And I rented a car from them for like an hour and a half. I took it back in. I checked it into a person. The person said we're good. I get a bill for $700 to fix the windshield. I said, you're out of your effing mind. I had the car for an hour and they said, we did an investigation. You're wrong. We need $700, right? So I tell my insurance company, whatever. They had excuse my French, they had the effing nerve to send me a survey to say, how did your experience go? Will you ever rent from us again?
Oh my God.
I said, I will never effing rent from you for the rest of my entire life.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm filling this survey out.
No.
How was your experience? Would you recommend it to someone else? B, I have told everybody I know to never rent from you because you guys are friggin' scam artists. You're out of your friggin' mind.
Was this online?
Yeah, it was online. It was an email.
Can you attach documents?
No. It was
photos?
No photos, no documents. It was
Take
just
a picture of not just of the fact that they were trying to bill you, but the fact that your insurance company, our insurance company, paid them.
Yes.
And you got sent to collections.
I got sent to pre-collections, I found out. But that was part of the thing. They're like, well, we didn't get your check from your insurance company, so we sent it to collections. And I was like, the F you did send it to collections? Absolutely not. This will not go on my credit history. My insurance company already sent you a check.
At the claim.
We're not playing this game.
Right.
And they're like, oh, well, as long as we get it by this date, you're fine. This is actually pre-collections. And then to have the nerve to be like, will you recommend us? Get the F out of here right now.
I will recommend him to somebody that I want to go to prison.
Right.
Their car blow up.
Oh my gosh. The friggin' nerve of them. I was like, don't ever contact me again. Ever.
That needs a better Business Bureau report.
I tried.
They're not on it. They
are on it. I even did a consumer report and they're like, well, there's nothing we can really do. And I was like, there's blogs about how terrible this company is. What do you mean there's, if it's not just one person saying how terrible it's, like multiple people and multiple countries have had the same issue. And everyone's like, there's nothing we can do. Don't ever rent
why
from
do you
Sixt.
exist?
Because I don't know. Because it was cheap and it was easy.
You know what I'm saying? Why would Better Business Bureau and
don't
consumer,
know.
like why is that even a thing?
Because they work for something. I just don't. It's not this.
That's amazing.
Bananas.
What's
but
the
yeah,
point, then?
the nerve of them for sending me a survey. I was like, man, let me get all my bleepity bleeps out real quick because I don't have the patience for this. Thank God they didn't call me. I wouldn't have made it. Would not have made it. Anyways, that was my last rant. There's my scoff.
That's not scoff. No.
When I saw that email, I was like, the
yeah, I did not know.
All right. You want to do the next one?
What are we doing?
What's up?
In you.
Area.
Nailed it.
Okay.
All right. This is kind of your segment because I don't do a lot of research for this.
It's weird today. I apologize, but here we go.
You can apologize.
In Sacramento, John Mulaney is tonight and tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I've been waiting for tickets to go on sale, hoping they get really cheap. But obviously, I can't go tonight, and tomorrow's a maybe. Anyways, John Mulaney, Thunder Valley. Hi, Ben. Hi, Lacey. In Seattle, Nate Bargatze's going to be there. We like him. He's funny.
Who's that?
Nate Bargatze. We watched his special on Amazon Prime.
Oh, yes.
And we recommend it to people.
Wasn't he the waitress lady? Waitress
Yes.
guy?
Uh-huh.
Waitress guy.
He's the waitress guy. Okay. This next one, I'm going to say the title word for word from the online post. Okay. Do not take me for what I'm about to say. In Fresno, they're having a Micromania midget wrestling event. And that's the name of it. Micromania midget wrestling.
All right. We'll just leave it at
At
that.
Fulton 55, in case you guys are there and you want to go.
Okay, so it's like you should text Larry.
I should text Larry.
Larry would probably really like to go.
Larry would love to go.
So,
I have one more. But not of that. So I picked a better one for Fresno. So Fresno's having like a food truck event at their Clovis mall. It's called Fresno Street Eats. And they have really good food trucks, actually.
Oh,
that
we've been
show up.
there?
Yeah.
once or twice? Twice, I think.
I think twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, it is
I
fun.
mean, it's
It's food trucks.
just food trucks. There's not a lot of other stuff going on.
No.
I don't even
it's
think
just
they had live music. They had
No,
a
it's
DJ. They did have
yeah,
a DJ.
food trucks.
But they
DJ.
had a not our level of DJ in Sacramento.
Oh, no.
But somebody that pushes a button and plays a playlist.
Yeah.
But not like you didn't have Lions in Paris there.
Not ours.
Like our Sacramento.
You're ridiculous.
Sacramento goes off.
That's my last thing. And
Real DJs.
if you were in the Sacramento area and you want to have a beer with us tomorrow, we will be at Log Off.
Yes, we are going to log off tomorrow. So that's another thing. If you're part of our community, even if you're not, come by and say hi.
Yeah.
But it'll be in Rancho Cordova at Log Off Brewing. We're getting together with some of our homies. I don't know, people that we do community work with. So if you want to be part of that, come see us.
Yeah.
We'll be there tomorrow.
And also, nobody asked today, but today I'm drinking a beer from Boneyard Beer from Bend, Oregon. Boneyard. I actually got it because it says we were built on forgotten scraps from 13 different breweries. And I thought, that seems interesting. I feel like that's some knowledge back there.
There's something.
Yeah,
There's
and it was
something
pretty
behind
good. I'm okay with it.
It's called RPM IPA.
Yeah. All right. Next.
Shout out!
Woo!
All right.
Go ahead.
Oh, me? Whoever works, there's probably 5-6 different people. Whoever has been answering, this is a big shout out to whoever's been answering my chats. When I send them to BH photo and audio.
He's sorry.
They're based in New York, but a lot of stuff that I've been purchasing lately is from them because it's good price, fast shipping, except they ship FedEx. That's not their fault. But the concept is like, I've had so many questions and they've been actually, when chat is open, they're like, we're talking like 5 minutes, you get a response.
Yeah.
And they've been like very responsive, send you links. They talk about stuff. And I was like, hey, do you have anything? You know, it's just been good. It's been good. I've had a very positive experience. I don't know how big the company is. I feel like it's a big company. I don't care.
Yeah.
The people in the chat have been treating me very, very well.
That's nice because
So-
you can be real buggy.
No, I can. Like
Yeah.
as soon as I get off, they're like, okay, thank you. And the end chat. And I go,
I have another
"Oh,
question.
I have another question. So I start another chat and then Chris gets on there and
Oh.
then Susan gets on there. And then,
Bless their hearts.
yeah, they're probably all in the same room going, it's the guy again.
Yeah.
He's asking like the same question. He just changed one word.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
My first shout out is to my little nephew, my little big nephew, Ryan, who's got a birthday this weekend. He's so old.
You don't know how old he is.
He's 14.
Oh, you did the math finally?
Well, I mean, I know he's going to be a freshman this year.
I know, but you were sitting there like, is he 15? Is he
Well,
14?
I said I knew he wasn't 15 because he hasn't started high school yet.
Well, then it could be 10.
He's not 10.
You know what I mean? It was like not 15. It's
I've
not,
known him his whole entire life.
that's a completely different. That's a completely different conversation. But saying how old are you? Not 15. What
I knew.
does that mean?
He's 14.
You said you knew he wasn't 15.
Yes.
That's all you said to me.
That means he's 14. In my
No.
brain, I know he's not
if you
15.
say somebody's not 15, they could be any other age.
No.
Yes.
He couldn't be.
By default, that conversation, yes.
For as long as I've known him, he couldn't be 15.
Okay. But if you're expressing that to someone else,
Or not 13.
expressing this to somebody else that does not know this person, I was like, congratulations to my nephew who's not 15.
Yes.
If they don't know you, they have no idea.
And not 13.
Okay. So 16, 17, 12,
No. Anyways,
75.
happy birthday.
Happy
Next.
born on. All right. My next one is for Bailee, for holding down the fort.
That was on my list too.
Oh, really? It's a different dynamic if you're a single parent and that's who you are.
Yeah.
You have those things and you have that dynamic in
You
your house.
adjust.
Yeah, you're all the parents, all the things. But if you have a very present partner and then that partner has to go for extended amount of days.
Yeah.
Big shout out.
Yeah.
Because I mean, in this house, it's gone both ways.
Yeah.
Right? Even years ago when they were younger, like you would be gone for a couple days at a time.
Sure.
I could be gone for a couple days at a time. So it's a different dynamic because you're like, oh, I don't have my balance here. So big shout out to you, Bailee, for holding down the fort, and craving some alone time, and craving some time to just go.
Hopefully you get it.
Just to like put some headphones on and stare at a wall.
Yes.
Or So
Yeah.
Good for you.
To all our football fans this weekend.
Oh, it's crazy.
I'm so excited. Shout out to the Niners because there's Niners in our
Lions.
family. I know. That's good. The rough one for me because I like the Lions. But I have to, because Valerie messaged me last weekend and said, "Are you cheering for the right team?" Which
Yes.
is the Niners. And I said, "Yes, I am."
She said which is the Niners?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
But
the Lions.
But this weekend, I don't know who to cheer for.
The Lions.
I can't. Because
You
it's
have
like
to.
it's like Eminem versus my Garcia family. Like, that's so hard.
Well, it's not just
I'm just
Eminem.
saying, but I like the Lions.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're the underdogs.
Yeah.
They haven't won in
I
ever.
know.
They're barely in the playoffs.
I know.
They're my brother's like favorite team of all time.
See?
Right? So it's like I have to cheer for the Lions. Not that I'm against 49ers,
Right.
even though Seattle's way better. But
They're not actually.
not this year, but in general, just their whole vibe
Okay.
and how, how they hire, their coaches are better.
Ooh.
And I mean, when it comes to the Lions coach,
He is
A
friggin'
G.
amazing.
he's a G.
I do love that dude.
Straight up G. So
Valerie said, "Mom just said, remember your Garcia family." I know.
it's 49ers. I'm telling you, it's not that we're against 49ers. It's got nothing to do with that. It has to do with real success stories come from the underdog.
I just want them both to win, and I know they can't.
Okay.
And
So,
also,
obviously born and raised in California, if they both could just win, and they both were Super Bowl champions at the same time, wouldn't that be more fair?
I mean, I actually just want them to play in the Super Bowl against each other.
They can't.
I know.
It's just not science.
Oh, Jerry said, I said, I look beautiful. Not sure about you.
Not sure about him.
No, about you. Because you talk crap about the Niners.
Hey, mine's lighting, okay, and my attitude.
And also, I kind of want I like my homies is my homie, but I kind of want the Ravens to win.
Yeah.
Because the Chiefs have been in like friggin' every single year, and I'm kind of over it.
Well, it's not. I mean,
And I'm tired of Taylor Swift, honestly.
but I know somebody that's played for the Ravens. Like personally, I know that
Yeah.
he used to play for the Baltimore Ravens. Also, I mean, I have more connections to the Ravens and to the Lions, right?
So I definitely want the Ravens to win.
So, and it's again, it's not hating against the Niners.
It feels like
It's
it.
just not. I'm when the Niners are playing a game, the only time I'm actually against the Niners if they're playing Seattle,
That's fair.
right?
Yeah.
Or they're this year because they're in the playoffs against one of the true underdog stories of the NFL, not just of this year. We're talking of the NFL.
You know what makes it hard is like the Lions were on Hard Knocks, and I
Yes.
friggin' love Hard Knocks. And it's like, how
Coaches-
do you not fall in love with a team once they've been on Hard Knocks? You just can't.
But
Same reason why I like the friggin' Dolphins. I'm like, oh, you can't not love them once you've seen like all the behind the scenes.
But there's a dynamic that's going on in Detroit with their football team that is, it's earned. It's not just deserved. It's
Yeah.
earned. Like they've put in the work,
Yeah.
right? So that's all. I mean,
I love football. I'm so excited for Sunday.
yeah. I'm gonna be happy. I'm not really like a diehard. Anybody wins or loses, I'm over it when the game's over.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
It's
same.
pretty true. But during the game, I was like, whoa, kind of amped up.
Yeah.
But after the game's over, I'm kind of like, okay, now we move on.
Yes.
What's next?
And Garcia family, since you're here, if they're in the Super Bowl, there better be a party, and we better be invited because we'll be there.
Well, even if they're not, why can't we just have a Super Bowl party? Does it have to be your team in
Yes.
the Super Bowl for
To
you to have a Super Bowl party? That makes no
No,
sense.
we have a party at home every year.
Yes.
No matter who's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, because it's fun.
But if the Niners are in it, we're going out of Madeira. I
You know,
just feel it in my bones.
We'll have some ribs.
Yes.
If their Niners are not in it, we'll have ribs here. If you want to come have some.
All right. Do you have any more shout outs?
One more.
Okay.
As of today, she's almost 5, right? In May.
Yes.
Okay. So my granddaughter started a podcast.
It's adorable.
Yep. Her podcast is called Whale of a Tale.
Yeah.
Her first episode went up today. Her mom recorded it and edited it. It's only like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Go check it out. It's what is the story? It's of David and Goliath.
Yep.
She's doing Bible stories. So she did David and Goliath, the story of David and Goliath. And her podcast is called Whale of a Tale. It is on Spotify right now.
It's very cute.
It happened. She put it up there earlier today. She's 4 going on 5. Super articulate. She could articulate a recommendation.
What was that?
Articulate.
There
Well,
you
you
go.
say articulate and then say, yeah, she can articulate. Yeah, I had to change it.
I know you said triculate, so I was confused.
Well, that's when you're over 50
Yeah.
and
Stupid.
and there's a little bit more coming out when you're done.
You're trickling.
a triculate.
You're ridiculous.
But no, check that out just because it's fun and it's family. And she's not only adorable, but she wears every emotion. Count them all.
Yeah.
All 357 emotions she has. She wears them all right there on her sleeve.
It's like imagine Scooter as a 5-year-old girl. They're so similar sometimes.
imagine
Facial
myself.
expressions, tone, hand movements. They're very similar people. It's genes, DNA is bananas.
It's strong.
Yeah.
In this family.
Hamilton DNA is
This
crazy.
family. It's very strong. But check it out. It will be linked after this is over. But it's called Whale of a Tale,
Super
and
cute.
I don't know if her name's on it, but
I don't think it is.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
But I'll link it.
All right. You ready?
I don't know.
Meat and potatoes. You're going to pour a shot.
Oh,
Because I'm going to say what we're going to talk about.
okay. But you got to push the button.
Oh, okay.
Advise me not.
So I was talking with our 18-year-old today, and I said, Mariah, I need something to talk about today on the podcast. And she said, I have an idea. So again, Mariah works 2 jobs-ish, and then she goes to school full-time, and she's a crazy person. And she's like volunteering for things. She's doing it all. And so she was talking to her best friend about how this weird spiral of, well, I have to work because there's things I want to do. And then the more that I work, the more that I want to do. So I have to keep working more so I can make money to things I want to do. And so she's like,
Whoa.
I know. She's like, and so she told her friend, is this what adulting is? And I said, it is what adulting is.
That's all it is.
And I said, remember, I told you, like, when you start working, it's kind of forever. So she's like, why don't you guys talk about, like, not only how to have that conversation with, like, your kid, young adult about working and, like, how to get a job and what it is to have a job and work and be responsible adults, but also, like, how do you make it to where it's a good balance between how to still be a young adult, but also be responsible? Like,
So-
yeah, that was her thought. That was her
That's
thought.
that's the longest title of a segment. Like, you couldn't fit that on the front page of a book. If you're going to write a whole book about it, it wouldn't fit. Your font would be like
Yeah, I told you.
size 6.
Let me tell you what I wrote. Right, I wrote your kid and working young adult.
So here's my articulated recommendation. I do not recommend that Sarah comes up with a title of something that's not. Yeah. Okay.
It was a title. It was a description of this.
What's the title then?
I don't
mean,
have one.
Okay. So,
Working is forever.
because here's what happened. Like in the last, like I said, the last 3-4 hours, I was in a tailspin. I didn't write anything down on this piece of paper. So now I don't know what to write. It's
So
kids, working, adult, balance.
yeah,
What?
all that stuff. Everything you just said.
You can't just advise me not just doing advice on everything.
So let me talk, you shut up, and then take a shot, and then you can bounce off what I say. But wait, we got to take a shot first.
But I got to know what the topic is.
The topic is, how do you have the conversation and encourage your young adult / kid to go out into the working field, but also maintain a balance of, I don't necessarily want you to just work if you're going to school, right? I don't want work to become more important than school. I don't want work to become more important than life.
But we have both ends of the pendulum in this.
That's
house.
why we're having the conversation.
Both pendulums.
That's the point.
All right.
All right.
Cilantro.
Salud.
It's all you now.
Okay. Okay. So, one thing, like I said before, I have always told the kids, working is forever. I've been working since I was like 16. And at this point, it's over half of my life. And it's never like, it's not like when I started working young, I made smart decisions so that I could retire early.
Right.
Like that was way too smart, because no one actually ever had that conversation of, hey, if you start working young, put money away so that you could retire early. Like no one ever had that conversation with me. So I feel like we've had conversations with the kids about
all of them.
Right. I want you to work because you should have a good work ethic.
Yes.
But also, is that the most important thing that's happening right now?
No. It depends on where you're at.
Right. If for some reason you're doing school or college or technical college or whatever it is, and that is the most important thing.
Yeah.
Then work is great. Work is just to supplement whatever you're doing.
Yes.
It's not to push out the school part, because there are some things in life you just have to go to school for. Mariah wants to be a vet. You can't just wing it. You can't just show up and be like, I'm going to operate on your animals, right? But there are some things in life, like, you don't have to go to school for everything. So if you know that, like, I don't want to do college, I don't want to do a technical school, I don't want to do any of that stuff, I just want to work, then you go out and find a job that can sustain the life that you want to lead. Now, on that end, there are still jobs where you could go and now they want you to work 6-7 days a week. And now you have no life, right? So even starting young, there are jobs that, because you're young and they know that you can put all the hours, they're going to have you work 6-7 days a week with overtime and double time and all these things. And so sometimes young people find it hard to find a balance of, well, I want money. And like, well, that's great, but let me tell you, working is forever. Right.
Yeah.
So, you know what's better than just having money? Having a sleep and a nap and having time for yourself and hanging out with your friends. All those things are great. But if you're only chasing money all the time, you're going to miss out on that part of your life when you're like not always exhausted and your bones hurt and like you can go actually live a fun life and go do things.
So because when Mariah was here this last time, that I honestly, we had that conversation. We had the conversation of, I said, because she was, and I knew where it was coming from. She was talking about her training for Chick-fil-A. And her training, she was saying that she's just looking at people and go, they gave you the instructions, just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're done, and you move on.
Yeah.
And they can't seem to figure it out. They do 1, 5. I mean, she didn't say that specifically, but they go, then they skip a step, then they forget to do something. It's just do it in order, the way they tell you to do it, and then move on to the next thing. And as soon as she said that, I was like, oh no.
It's another me.
Well, yes, because I spent 9 years at Home Depot when I was only going to be there for 2, right? 13 years in retail management when I went into retail so I could go back to school.
Right.
And I spent 13 years in retail management because of that.
Yeah.
Because I was good at like, hey, this is how you get something done, go forward. And then they were like, well, here's a $3,000 bonus.
Right.
We're going to fly you to here. And I'm like, sounds good.
Yeah.
So I told her, that was kind of my warning to her is, when you find yourself good at something, doesn't mean you love it.
Right.
And remember, you're in school.
Yes.
Find a balance, do the work, but make sure you go home on time. You don't have to stay late.
Yep.
You don't have to be the star employee. Because in retail, especially in food, if you're the star employee, now you're the shift manager,
Yeah.
now you're the manager, now you're the look, now you're making really good money,
Right.
but you'll never make any more,
Right.
which is still about half what you'd be making if you were a vet doing the stuff you love to do.
Yes.
I think that was the synopsis.
Yeah.
Is that the right word?
That's right.
Of what I said to her when she was explaining to me how training was going. So, but we have, like I was saying, the pendulum goes completely on the other direction because we have another child
Yes.
that barely shows up to work, right?
Yeah.
Spends most of her time sleeping or hanging out with other people and missing work and not going to college.
Not most.
Try it again.
Not most.
What do you mean by most?
Not most of her time sleeping.
Or
Like
not?
she's awake.
Oh, okay. So let's do let's discuss semantics. All right, not doing productive things.
Yeah.
Let's do it that way. Then.
Yeah.
Is that better?
That's better.
Is that? I mean,
It makes me feel better.
about what?
Myself.
Okay. All I'm saying is, it's not up to you anymore.
Right. But you can also, I think it's
Because-
hard too, right? Because every human is different. Their
Correct.
motivation for getting things done, their motivation for whatever's next in their life is completely different.
But the whole idea of this is having the conversation with the kid, or of what needs to be done,
Right.
and how things you need to keep a balance of. We've had the same conversation with all three of the human beings.
Yes.
This almost the same way.
Yeah.
So the interpretation is not on you. The interpretation's not on me.
Right.
The interpretation is on them.
But it's important to at least have the conversation.
Yes.
Like as I feel like as parents sometimes we forget that we think that we tell kids things and we think that we have the conversation with I don't want to say kids, our children. Like we think we have the conversations about like this happens and all these things happen when you're going to work and you're doing these things in life. And sometimes we don't actually speak the words. We just assume that we've said them, or we assume that they're learning from what we've done, or the conversations that like they hear the stories that we've lived through. And sometimes you just have to be like, no, like one-on-one, here are the things that I want to tell you about working. Here's what it means to work. Here's the responsibility that you're going to have. Like, here's what it actually means to be a like contributing member of society once you get out into the workforce. Because again, it's forever.
I know, but I feel like realistically, my style is I over-explain.
Yes.
So there's nowhere I didn't have the conversation.
No, but it's hard for people to listen to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I get, but it's still one of those things. It's not like most parents in my situation don't have the conversation.
That's true.
I have the conversation,
Yeah.
and I'm also not listened to.
Yes.
So, because I'm one of those people of, if I say we're leaving at 4 p.m., if you're not in the car and ready to go at 4 p.m., you're late.
Right.
That was kind of my training. And as we got older, when they got in their teen years, I was like, here's why. You guys got to show up on time to school. You got to show up on time to work. If
Right.
somebody's paying you to do something, you got to be on time. Otherwise, they're going to, if somebody else is up if multiple people are up for a promotion,
Yeah.
and you're the one that doesn't show up on time, you still do a great job when you're there. But you take more days off. You don't show up on time, or you leave early, or nobody can find you. But when you're there, you do a great job. The other person does a great job and they're on time,
Right.
right? They know where they're at and they don't leave early and they don't take a lot of days off. They don't take over their allotment of days off.
Right.
Who's going to get promoted or a raise? Who's going to make more money? Or if they're cutting, like they're doing layoffs,
Yeah.
who's going to get let go?
Right.
The person that doesn't show up anyways, so we might as well just let them go. They don't really want to be here.
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of those things, like two things I always look at it as like, you have to, even if you don't want to be somewhere for your job, you better fake it.
Yeah.
Okay? You have to fake it.
Yeah.
Go home, be exhausted. It's totally fine.
Hate the job.
Yeah,
Find something
hate
else.
the job. Hate the job. Understand the money
Yeah.
is because of the job. But I always look at it as like, well, I just really don't like my job. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's totally fine. But that doesn't give you, if you don't like your job, find something else while you're still doing a good job at that job.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're burning every bridge.
Yeah.
Because every job that you go into, no matter where you go, that they're going to call your last employer.
Yeah.
And if that last employer goes, well, they were really nice,
But they were always
but
late.
they were always
and
late.
missed-
They called in a lot.
Yeah.
They were like, okay,
Yeah.
never mind. Thank you.
And so I'm going to say one thing too is that, like, especially for kids when they're all like, when they're ready to find their first job, as the parents, we know this is not their forever job. Like, right? The first job is normally not your forever job.
Kind of like their first boyfriend or first girlfriend or first love of their life.
As of all of us who have married those first.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But we know.
Not the first. But so it's like, it's really important to have the conversation with them. Like, I'm glad that you have this first job, but understand that that doesn't mean this job has to be forever.
No.
Like,
could
you
be.
should be.
It could be.
Most first jobs should not be.
I agree with that. All I'm saying is it could be.
Yes.
And people could be very happy at that.
Yes. But for most teenagers, the first job should not be their
Okay.
forever
we have
job.
somebody that's been at AT&T their whole life.
Yes. But
Okay,
but there's certain first jobs that are like, they,
All I'm saying
Yeah.
is, like you were saying earlier,
yes.
there's an exception. All I was
Yes.
saying was
That's
reiterating
true.
exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Like, not
I just didn't like the
sleeping
way you
all
said
the
it.
time.
Just didn't like the way you said it, that's all. So like to remind the kids that the whole point of work is to make money, right? To do the things you want to do, but also to learn the skills that you can go do the things that you enjoy
True.
doing. So if you're at a job and you're at there for a certain period of time, this goes for adults too, and you're not learning anything anymore, and you're like, there's nowhere for me to advance, there's nowhere for me to go, I'm not learning, I'm super bored, then why are you still there? Be okay with being like, I have given what I can to this job, I have taken what I can from this job, and it's time for me to move on.
Yes.
Because there is like a certain fear of moving on to the next job. I don't know what it is. I mean, I had a hard time like switching jobs, even with the same department. I was like,
Same.
I'm so sorry, I'm letting you down. But it wasn't. I'm bored. I've learned all I can, and it's time to move on. That was it. Someone else is going to take the job behind me and learn something else.
Your commitment, I don't know if there's a phrase, but your commitment to the job should never supersede your commitment to yourself.
That's true.
I just came up with that. Somebody's probably already said that.
Proper.
Welcome to my TED Talk. But I feel like your first job, it can just teach you how to get to work on time.
Right.
It can teach you how to work with teammates.
Yes.
It can teach you how to swing a hammer,
Right.
which is a practical good skill.
Yes.
That could be the first and only thing you learn on that job. That
Right.
was my first job. Was like all I remember learning how to is use a shovel
Yeah.
properly. And I was like, well, this is awesome. I can dig holes really well. I was like, that's a skill.
Yeah.
Right. And I took that with me. Swinging a hammer was a skill I took with me. Installing carpet, totally a skill that I made into almost a career. I
Yeah.
made it into a business. So it's like, you can take these little skills and go, whoa,
What can I do with it next?
and I feel like your first job should have your time management, which is basically like showing up on time,
Right.
going to lunch on time, being home on time, and balancing going and doing whatever else you're doing.
Yeah.
That's kind of your first skill, right?
Right.
And it might take 6 months to a year to figure
Yeah.
that out.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you're doing that and after 6 months to a year, you're not learning anything,
Yeah.
it's kind of on you.
True. And also if like you or the place you're working doesn't even give you an opportunity to learn anything new, then that's also one of those things of like, but again, it's having that conversation with your young adult child, whoever it is, of saying like, here's what it looks like when the person that you're working for is actually invested in you becoming better. Is like, and on the same page as you, like learning things and growing and seeing what else you can do. Because there are some companies where like, no, this is it. This is the job. You're going to stand here. You're going to put the fries in the basket. You're going to let the fries out.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Gonna put the Barbie doll heads on Barbie doll body.
And that's it. Like, that's all you're going to do. I was like super lucky to have like the best first job ever. The best.
Yeah.
As a 16-year-old person, the best first job I could ever ask for. The things that they taught me, the places they allowed me to go, the things that they let me grow in and the support that they gave me, I could not have had a better first job. And it's one of the things of like, if the economy wouldn't have tanked, I probably could have still been there.
True.
But I don't know if that's been best for me.
No.
But the things that they taught me, like, to me, that was the perfect first job. It just was.
And I feel like that's a skill. What skills did you learn?
I learned bookkeeping, accounting, accounts payable. I learned construction. I learned like so many things. I learned so much about construction. It was crazy. Right. The economy, they taught me so much.
But that was you were working on a front desk of a construction company.
No, I was working accounting. I was working like an office assistant for construction company. Yeah.
That was like, so a lot of people are like, wow, that seems like a boring job. There's so many things you can learn.
Yes.
How to move stuff, just so much you can learn.
Yes. I learned about all the trades. Also, it was crazy. Anyways, that was probably like the best first job I have.
Yeah. And I've had really my first job, I didn't have a job. Yeah. I mean, realistically, it was a town of 1,500 people and nobody's hiring. Mm-hmm. What do you do?
Make your own company.
No, I didn't do that. But I was just saying, at that point, what do you do?
Yeah.
Right? So it's wintertime. I walked around town with the shovel in my hand and like that black tar stuff, and people that had like their roofs were leaking and stuff like that. I'd say, hey, $20. I'll go up there and take all the snow off your roof, and I know you have a leak up there, especially go to the trailer parks.
Yeah.
And say, I'll seal it up for you. And they go, all right, $20. And then I go, can I borrow your ladder? That's not a joke, because it's not a joke.
I don't have any tools.
I didn't have a ladder.
Yeah.
I bought a caulking gun and this black tube of sealant.
Yeah.
And a snow shovel. That's all I had. But I was like, I made, $20-$40 every once in a while. And I was like, okay. And this is like 17, 18. Like this town was like, there was nowhere to make really any money unless you were in one of the traditional lawyer, doctor.
Right.
There just wasn't a lot. Then I found a way to be have what do they call it? Apprenticeship as a carpet layer.
Yeah.
And that was amazing. That changed my life. So in the interim though, like when I was doing that, I also worked at a place where I took a die, I took a block, put some acid in it, put it in a press, pushed the button, pulled it out, cleaned it out, put some more acid in it, put it in the press, push the button. I just did that all day.
Yeah.
It was Montana Silversmiths when they were in Columbus, Montana. It was awful. Okay. But what did I learn?
Showing up on time.
Well, I learned how to show up on time, right? So I could make more money. The next time they'd give me a little bit more money, not a promotion, but at least a raise.
Right.
It taught me how to communicate with people, because it's like, I had to do this, but once it's done, I had to get it approved that it's done,
right,
and then give it to another person and they make a die out of it. That's literally, I was die casting.
Yeah.
And so I had to talk to it was only 3 people, but I had to learn how to communicate with them.
At 17 or 18, it's a big deal to have to talk to an adult about work stuff.
And especially a lot of times you had to talk to the designer who designed that buckle or that button or whatever it was, poncho.
Right.
You had to talk to the designer and they would tell you whether it was good enough or not to their design.
Yeah.
So it was that was kind of my first but I did do a lot of construction. I did a lot of concrete form stuff, which was really dope. I did a lot of siding. I did a lot of framing. I did a lot of roofing. But all those types of things, those skills really helped me to when I turned 19, 20 years old and bought a house with a kid on the way and all that kind of stuff. I was like, if something broke in the house, I knew how to at least put a nail in it.
Right.
Or stop a leak.
Yeah.
So those skills, they're important.
Yeah.
And I'm not just talking about physical skills. I'm talking about any skill you learn.
Yes.
At your first job, your second job.
Yeah.
How to switch jobs. How to take your talents that you worked from your last job, bring them to your next job.
Yeah.
There's stuff that I still use on a daily basis on ordering and getting stuff and workflow that I learned at Home Depot. And I hated Home Depot, and I was there 9 years, but I hated every minute of it.
Yeah.
But they kept throwing money at me. was like, cool, I guess I'm staying,
Yeah.
you know?
So the conversation too I had with CJ the other day, because CJ's like, I'm not going to a
TJ's
4-year
our
college.
16-year-old.
Oh, sorry.
16-year-old.
So he's like, I'm not going to a 4-year college. I don't even barely want to finish high school right now. I just want to be done. I was like, cool. He's like, so after high school, I just want to work. I said, that's cool. I said, what you should be doing now, though, because you don't have to do a 4-year, right? There's technical, there's like apprenticeship. There's so many things you can do. Find a job that sounds interesting. See what the qualifications are for that job. Figure out how to get those skills before you apply for the job. Find, you know what I mean? Like if you want to do something in computing and it says, hey, you should have experience in these languages, find out how to get experience in those languages. Find out how to find a volunteer program or a summer internship for high school kids. Like there's so many things you could have your kids/young people do if they know what they're interested in, but it's not a 4-year path, because again, that is not for everybody. It doesn't have to be. But if they can find something they're interested in, find a job description of what they like, and find out what the requirements are for that, start working on that stuff, because that doesn't take a lot, honestly. It takes a little bit of research and some phone calls and emails, and like set yourself up for that and then try out that job. But to think that you can just, I think that's also the conversation I have with your young people, to think that you can graduate high school and be like, I'm ready to have this job as a networking IT person is unrealistic. But not all young people realize that that's unrealistic. They think, well, I like doing that, so why can't I just apply for the job? Because that's not how it works. There are some jobs out there that want you to have 15 years experience. They'll pay you $17 an hour. So I'm like,
well, there's this step 1 through 5, and everybody's looking at 5.
Yeah.
And doesn't want to they might do step 1, but they don't want to do step 2.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, then you're never going to get to 5.
Right.
Right. And it's kind of like, I mean, I want to be a rock star. Okay, cool. Write a song.
Right.
You know, learn how to play an instrument.
Yeah.
You know, do something. I want to publish a book. You can't, I mean, you're failing English.
Right.
Right? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you can't.
Find a ghostwriter.
No, but doesn't mean you can't.
Right.
I'm saying there's steps to get there that you have to take. And I feel like and I don't know if that's a current generation thing, or it's kind of I think it goes in waves.
Yeah.
Realistically. I think every third generation has this lull.
Yeah.
Of, you know, this doesn't make me happy. I was like, yeah, but the result will make you happy, and you have to look at that.
Right.
Right? It was like, nobody wants to go to work, but everybody wants to make money.
Right.
Well, it doesn't happen overnight. And I think I said that last time. It was like, no, I think I said it to you. It was like, it's kind of like, I always related to music, right? So this overnight sensation that all of a sudden this band came out of nowhere.
Right.
Right? So it only took them 10 years to become an overnight sensation.
Right.
That's normal.
Yeah.
Like being like the overnight sensation, the new rookie on the football team, they went to college.
Right.
They
worked.
They spent well over a decade playing that game.
Yes.
Over a decade.
Yeah, they didn't just pick up a
They're just
ball
all of a sudden
yesterday.
like, whoa,
Right.
I'm a natural.
Right.
And I think we had that conversation too, is like hard work and dedication will beat out natural talent every single time.
Yeah.
Right? If natural talent doesn't do the work.
Right.
Right?
Yep.
Natural talent will start out right here. Will start out at level 5.
Yeah.
And you might not have, you have one talent, but you've got drive.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're a 4. They're still at 5. Now you're a 6. Uh-oh. They're trying to catch up to you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now you're out there. You're in the NFL. I've seen it.
Right.
I've seen only once. There was a little kid in our town. We teased him as a punk little kid. He was a tiny little thing. Was super uncoordinated up until probably his sophomore, junior year.
Yeah.
Went to college in Oregon. Really shined, and then went into the NFL for like 11, 12 years and is set for life.
Right.
Set for life. Defensive tackle.
Hopefully.
Well, defensive.
If you make good
tackle.
money matters.
No, but it's not about making good money. It's about being smart
money,
with
that's what I mean. My decisions.
because
Yeah.
he was making, I think he was making $11 million a year. I was like, $11 million.
You should be set for life.
If you're not, you're living well outside of normal means.
Yes.
Right? So all I'm saying is it can be done.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen because he just showed up one day and could play football.
Right.
Just didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the other thing I'm going to say too is like when your kids have to work, if you are a manager where you're at, if you own your company, if you have something that you can teach your kid, they don't want to learn it from you. I don't know
True.
to tell you, it's just it is. But teach them anyways.
Yeah.
Right? Have them go with you to your shop if you fix cars, or with you to the field if you do construction, or show them how to do data entry if you work on computers. Like, show them the skills that you have, because even if they don't use it, it's still something they can put on their resume. It's still something they can say, well, I worked with my dad and he showed me how to do estimating for cars, and I've been doing it for 6 months or a year, whatever it is, right? Like, even if it's not like a true internship, your kid working next to you and showing up to your office and you teaching them what you do is still an internship. It's still a whole education that they would never get somewhere else. And they don't even think they realize that they are getting it. I talked to this lady this week, and her dad was a roofer. And so she was born in Mexico. She moved to the Arizona when she was like 5, I think she said. And she's running this roofing company as like the sole owner.
Right.
She's only like 28, 29. She made like $1.3 million last year. It was amazing. Like, her whole story was just amazing. And I was like, how did you even learn about roofing? She's like, my dad was a roofer. He would take me with him. We would have this conversation about how I think we can do it better. And so I created a roofing company, and I've only been in business for 2 years. She had a contract with like a new home builder. She was doing so many amazing things. And I'm like, it literally starts with, this is what I saw my parents do. Even if your kid is like, I think what you do is stupid, who cares? Have the conversation. Show them what you do, because they don't know. Young people, they don't even know half the things that exist that are possible for them to make a living at. They don't know what you do most of the time.
Yeah, they really don't. And realistically, when you started coming into your own, how long have you been doing this, like, full time, what you're doing for yourself?
7 years.
Okay, and how old are you?
Old.
Okay. So okay,
39.
But I'm just saying, that's in your early 30s.
Yeah.
Which is really good.
Yes.
And pretty young.
Yeah.
Right? So for a person, and and it's always hard to look at young people, because I was young too. I was always the youngest, but the difference was I was always the young guy trying to do the job of a 30-year-old. I was an 18, 19-year-old that was challenging 30-year-olds, because I was like, I can do that job too.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing there. I can figure that out. And I would go out there and I'd be like, give me a hammer, give me a saw, give me a ladder, give me I just
Which
would.
is not normal.
It's not. It's the other side of the pendulum.
Yes.
Like I was saying, most people live somewhere in the middle there, somewhere. But yeah, so it's okay to challenge that as a young person. I was always, and that's why even being 50 as I am now, I still feel like the young guy.
Yeah.
Because I've always been the young guy that everybody was telling me was like, oh, he's too young for that position. He's too young to be a manager. He's too young to own his own company. He's too young to own his own house. And I was like, you can tell me that all you want. I'm going to make that happen. Yeah. So when people look at you and say you can't do something, that was my drive. Yeah. That was my drive. It was like, well, then I'm going to prove you wrong. I'm going to do it. And I feel like when you do something in spite of that person, you're doing it because of that person. Yeah. And that's an inspiration to you. They could be not doing it out of kindness. They could be doing it out of kindness. They could be doing it because you really can't do that. Right. You're 19 and you want.
It's not realistic.
Yeah. It's not realistic for a 19-year-old to buy a house and then start a floor covering business, even though he's only been doing floor covering for a year. Yeah. They're like, that sounds stupid. Yeah. But it did it. Right. Was I super successful? No. But I did it. Yeah. Right? I was like, I didn't make millions of dollars. Nobody does that in floor covering anyways. But
that's not true.
What's the guy that has a little animated guy? He's from Chicago or something. Bob's. Yeah. Like they do.
I know.
No, what is that guy?
I can't think of the jingle.
I can't either. But I've been watching this since I was a kid, and the jingle's the same.
It's the same one.
So there is some of those, they do make it, but it's kind of like that 1 in a million shot. But it's like, you got to take your shot. Yeah.
think it's like Bob's floor covering or something.
It is. I can't remember if it's Bob's or.
Dang it.
It's International Carpet Center or something.
No. That wasn't right.
Bob's Carpets in your center.
This is why he doesn't have an album.
Center Carpets.
All right, but that's
I'm Bob. I have no idea. I was like, it's gonna
It's
drive
Bob something. Anyways.
But
that was-
carpet.
But that was
No,
my
no.
conversation. You know what's
Carpet
crazy?
to your door right now.
No.
Carpets at your door. And flooring
This is hurting my ears.
with Bob.
Oh no. You know
gotta
what's
be
funny
something like that.
is like I knew exactly what my parents did. Like my dad was a teacher for a long time and a coach. And my mom was a nurse before she stopped to have kids and then she went back to nursing.
Yep.
I knew from a very young age I didn't like children, so I couldn't be a teacher. And I knew from a very young age I didn't like blood, so I couldn't be in the medical field.
So
But it's not because I didn't know what they did. I knew what they did, and I knew that's not for me. My dad would take me
From
to
a very
school with him.
very young age.
Yeah.
So you had a child while you were a teenager, 2 children while you were a teenager.
I couldn't teach children.
Oh, but you could have them. That's different.
Well, that's, yes, completely different, actually. Anatomy. I can
But-
have kids anytime.
But you got to teach them.
I couldn't teach other people's kids.
And you got to put a Band-Aid on their knee. They're going to bleed.
So, like, again, my dad is the generation of you were allowed, right, to put hands on children when they got out of line.
True.
Like, I've seen my dad, like, pick a kid up from their collar. And I was like, that's amazing. I agree with what's happening right now. But
That's a whole nother conversation, too.
and they needed it. I'm sorry. The kids that my dad taught,
There's-
they needed that.
No, I
There was
I
like
agree
they
with
were
you.
like last chance high school. If you don't pass this, you're basically going to jail.
But they got to the point. They got to that point because there was no repercussions for what they're
Yes.
doing.
They totally needed that in their life. But like I knew that I wasn't meant to teach people. I
No.
can't teach our kids. No one listens to me in this house. Nobody listens to me.
But
I
they-
had the dog. She listened, kind
Okay.
of.
They may not listen to you. They talk to you.
They do talk to me.
They don't talk or listen to me.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah.
Teenagers. But I knew I couldn't be a nurse.
Dogs are great.
They are.
Our dogs were great.
They pee on stuff.
So what?
They still listened.
But our kids pee on stuff too. I mean,
All right. Do you have anything else for your advise me?
no, just I
I'm gonna read this comment real quick.
screwed up less than we did.
Yeah.
That's the it's an advise me not. This is not advice. Just do your best to screw it up less than we did.
And also,
That's our mantra.
if you have like friends who have interesting jobs, have them talk to your kids because they'll listen. Even if it's your own job, have them talk to your kids
That's
about your
so
own
true.
job.
Oh my god.
Then they'll listen.
Because I'm just like, how many times that I've taken people, like I've taken my kids to, ever since Ariel, I've taken them to my job. Like when I did floor covering, like Ariel went with me. Bailee not as much because the divorce she was very young.
Yeah.
When we got divorced, she was very young. But then with the 3 kids here, yeah, they've always. I mean, I do events, I do design games, but they didn't know me before that.
Right.
When I was an IT professional, and yet think I'm an idiot when I'm trying to give them advice on a computer, like how to
yeah.
fix their computer. They're like, "Oh, that's not how you do it." I'm like, "All right, break your crap, man," because like computers have been the same since the 70s. They just do upgrades. I mean, I still have, like, I'm the person that has a degree in the stuff that they tell me I don't know how to do.
No one says you don't know how.
They just don't want to
Nobody
hear it
wants
from you.
to listen to their
No.
parents. That's
No,
it.
they don't. And it's the strangest thing. But if somebody, my buddy came over who was a half-ass technician, they'd be like, "Oh, totally.
Yes.
That's exactly what you."
I
was like,
agree.
what? It's
I don't know.
insane.
Maybe that's just our kids. I don't know. Maybe your kids listen to you. But if
Maybe.
they don't, find a friend, have them talk to your kids.
But then again, what studies have shown is the stubborn kid usually becomes their own person and somebody that strives to be that does something different because they're like, I can do this. I can do it better.
Yeah.
I can do it better than my parents. And I feel like we should all feel that way.
I don't think my mom told me, adding. I don't think my mom told me till I was like in my 20-ishes, like late 20s, to not depend on somebody else for my livelihood.
She didn't?
I don't think, because it wasn't like, she never said to depend, right? But it was never a conversation until I got older.
But that's a conversation.
I've had this with all my kids.
Yeah,
with
for
all the
sure.
kids. I'm like,
I don't think,
absolutely never depend on someone else for your
I don't
livelihood.
think there's a human. I feel like that's what it truly means when you talk about being an adult, adulting and stuff like Mariah was talking about being an adult. Yes. Balancing your fun time with your work time is being an adult.
Yes.
And if you can, sometimes when you're younger, if you can balance and have less fun time while you have more work time, later in life it goes the other direction.
Yes.
Right?
Can't wait for that
So,
swing.
so that's that's the conversation. Is like, if you can work harder, not harder, but harder, smarter, those kind of things when you're younger.
Yeah.
When you get a little bit older in your 30s, that can switch.
Yes.
You don't have to work as much to make as much money. Now you can experience. I mean, you're not going out. You might still be doing that, but you might still be going out doing shots and going to strip clubs.
We're 50s and we take shots.
I don't know. I'm just saying I don't know what it is. It's up to you what you balance to your social time and your work time, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes your work time crosses over to your fun time.
Yeah.
And that's I think that's where that balance comes from. So just know that. I feel like that's the conversation. It's like, work hard now because you have the time.
Right.
Right? You have the time. You have no kids.
Nothing else happening.
You're in school while your parents are paying for your school. So work hard at school.
Right.
Maybe pick up a job for all those kind of things. Social life, not as amazing as you probably want it to.
Right.
But give it 4 years and the whole world opens up.
Yeah. Oh, choking on the truth.
I talked myself into a dry throat.
Oh, gosh. You're so weird. Okay. That was something.
It's all those dust rabbits that I made today. I literally, when I coughed over here, I blew a dust bunny
That's disgusting.
off the table from my
nice.
computer.
All right. Well, you want to play a super short
I don't know
game?
if we can because, man, whew.
It's like a 5-minute game.
Okay, but hold on. We got to get drinks.
That's what I was going to do.
Okay. What am I doing then?
You're going to introduce the game.
What game?
I don't know. Pick one.
What do you want to play?
I said, where's the weird one that's going to make me anxious?
Oh, it's right over there. Let's do this. Let's do this. Can you grab it for me? All right, so we're going to play a quick game. We're just going to put it in this. Yeah.
Bonus round.
All right. So we're going to play a game that she's never played. We've never played together. But it's a game that you can play off camera. That was because I didn't get the camera set up. But it's called 5-Second Rule. Did you hear that? Yep. That's my little honker. All right. I think Sarah said she was going to say a quote or something, but I don't remember what it was, a message. But you said that right before we went on this. But so this game, basically, we're going to read something off of a card. And it says, name 3 of something. Right? And when you do that, you have 5 seconds to name 3 things
Oh,
that do that.
Up.
So here's the timer. Ready?
It's so fast. It's too fast. Wait, so it's when the last one drops?
Well, that gave you like 7
Oh, there's
seconds.
more. There's some behind it still.
You are cheating. How did you make that happen? So it's kind of like a sand timer, but it's little ball bearings that go down
See?
a spiral.
Plenty of time.
They got stuck in the honker. I'll get them out of the honker. But it also makes a noise. That's why I bought it. Well, I didn't buy it but I love that it does that. But you have 5 seconds to do that. If you don't name 3 of them.
Wait, 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
It says name 3 something.
I thought it was 5.
No.
It's 3 and 5 seconds.
Okay.
I'm all glad we're on the same page.
Yeah. Put your
glad we're
focus hat on. 5 seconds.
Okay.
3 answers.
Let me write it down.
That's it. So, all right. And if you don't get 3 in 5 seconds, what happens?
You get a chance to steal.
I get a chance to do 3 in 5 seconds, but I cannot use anything she said.
Yes.
So it actually becomes harder, but becomes harder to be the second person, but you get longer to think about the question.
You get like
So Do you want to go first, or you want to ask me first?
I'll ask you first.
Yeah.
I need the cards.
Well, okay, that's right. Thanks for telling me the rules that I just explained to you. That's great.
Are you ready?
You gotta say what the question is.
Unfair.
What is it?
I'm gonna ask you this question. I'm gonna flip this thing over.
You can't do it. Okay, you're gonna do it that fast?
Name 3 ways to relieve stress.
Jumping jacks, poop, and take a pee.
Jumping jacks? Who leaves stress through jumping jacks?
I do.
They're just making things up at that point.
There's got to be somebody that does
jumping jacks to relieve stress?
Yeah, I think his name was Jack.
Jack LaLanne?
Yeah, he invented him. Didn't he?
I don't know.
No, I'm not joking. Right. I think he actually did.
No, I think he did too, but I don't think he did it for stress. He was just
Why?
crazy person.
It relieves the stress.
Okay, fine.
You don't think that was right?
Let's go.
We need voting or something. I'm going to do it like you. I'm just going to flip it over and ask the question.
No, you ask the question, then you flip it over.
I'm going to do it the other way.
That's not how it works.
I'm doing it. Ready?
You ask the question, and then you flip it over.
Name 3
Anxiety.
pharmacies.
CVS, Rite Aid, Walgreens.
You had like a minute and a half to spare.
I'm always there.
You're always counting your receipts.
Oh, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was. The bald one was hard.
It was not.
It was okay.
Not.
You ready?
Like they don't have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah.
We did a preface. We practiced a few cards.
It was hard.
It was 3 bald people.
I failed.
Come on.
You ready? Name 3 things you might find in the family room.
Cards, a table, a TV.
That's too easy. See, this is why I pick out cards.
You can't pick out cards. That way.
I want. Here. This is why I pick out cards when I play games.
Yeah, so you can cheat. That's literally called
to
cheating.
make it more
interesting.
Fun.
And this is how she wins.
I never win.
Games. That is not true.
Also, if you haven't been watching Blank Slate, you should. It's great.
Stop talking. Stop talking. All right.
Go.
Name 3 breeds of dogs.
Chihuahua, Min Pin, Dachshund.
Whoa. That was almost to the last second.
Why can't I think of? I have had dogs my whole life.
Because
I've only had one breed.
but it's also what do they call it? When you have too many choices.
Yeah.
What is that called?
It's called too many choices.
No. There's a thing.
Ooh.
Like your brain just starts shutting down because there's too many things to
choose
from.
If these aren't real, I'm gonna know.
What is that?
You ready? Name 3 deceased ancestors of yours.
What? Alexander Hamilton, Benjamin Franklin, Edinburgh Castle guy.
Oh man.
You just hit your head on the microphone?
Just my ear, it's fine.
Okay, but here's the cool part. Second round, I didn't get it.
I know. It's my turn.
No, you have to do it. What is the question again?
I only have to name 3 deceased ancestors. They didn't say famous.
Well, you can't just lie. You can't just make up crap and then say you lose.
You know what ancestor is? Just anybody who was alive in your bloodline.
Just of my ancestors?
Yes.
So you have to name 3 ancestors in your bloodline then.
Yes.
And you're ready to do that.
I mean, it's been a rough 2 years. Yeah.
Sacagawea. What are you going to say?
I feel like you're thinking ancestors has to be like a famous person. It doesn't.
Pilot?
No.
What's that? What define ancestor then?
Anybody in your bloodline who lived before you.
No.
Yes.
I think that has to do further back.
No, it doesn't.
Mm-mm.
It truly does not.
What is ancestor? We're going to look up the definition of ancestor.
You want me to look it up real quick?
No, I don't.
It's literally anybody who has lived before you in your bloodline is an ancestor. Yeah.
You're going to derp this.
No, I
know, because they all passed away like recently.
I know.
Well, I could have done that.
That's what I just said.
I could have said grandpa, great-grandpa,
no,
great-great-grandpa.
Someone's name.
Doesn't say that.
It says name 3 deceased ancestors.
Yeah.
Grandpa's not a...
Everybody can say grandpa.
No.
They can say great-grandpa, great-great-grandpa, great-great-great-grandma.
No. Has to be someone's name.
You just win every time.
Has to be someone... I'll even go a generation back.
It's like saying, I'm gonna quit drinking except for days that end in Y.
I will go 3 people.
Just do it. Just do it.
Okay.
What's the question?
Name 3 deceased ancestors. Grandpa Augustus Spratt, Antoinette Spratt, Uncle Gurn.
Ooh, you almost didn't get there because you had to
Because I had to talk to you.
Yeah, but you said the whole word. You
Yeah.
could have just said. Oh, there's
No,
not one
I
in there.
couldn't. I said Grandpa Gus. See, that was old. I went far. Oh, I took another one. Which
Well,
is fine.
Then you start.
Ready?
Well, you start asking me.
Name 3 carbs. Go.
Bread. Potatoes. Carburetors.
Why did you yell?
You've played games with me that are on timers before, right?
So you said bread? Carburetors.
What was my second one?
I don't know.
Potatoes.
Potatoes.
I said potatoes and carburetors.
I had to spell carburetors wrong.
Who cares?
And potatoes. Because I can't say those again.
No, true. But you don't have to write them down. It's 3 words.
I would have forgot it.
You can't remember 3 words?
No, I cannot. You want me to flip it?
No. Don't cheat.
You want the card also?
Yeah, give me that. Name 3 carbs.
Rice, sweet potatoes, Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts are not a carb.
They're a carb.
They are not a carb.
It's a carbohydrate.
No, it is not as a vegetable.
Vegetables have carbs.
No. You failed. I get an automatic point. No, I'm serious. That you can't say
Right.
say Brussels sprouts.
Why?
Look up how many carbohydrates are in a Brussels sprout.
You want me to?
Just a Brussels sprout.
Okay. Don't look it up. I'm looking it up. We can't both look it up. Somebody has to talk on the show. Oh,
No.
my thing closed. Brussels sprouts carbs. You're gonna be shocked. 8 grams of carbs.
And now look up like a cinnamon roll.
That's bread. Bread carbs.
But I think if you looked up something,
15.
yeah,
That 8's still high. It's not like it's like 1.
it's almost double.
It's not like it's like 1. What else is it? Potatoes?
Potatoes is high. 400.
It's 26.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
Whatever.
You gonna do one more?
I'm on. Whatever.
Yes? Okay, come on.
No.
You have to ask the question because I went first twice. I asked first twice. Let's do this. I'm scared.
Name 3 people you might find in a hospital.
A nurse, a doctor, a cafeteria employee.
Cafeteria employee.
Am I wrong?
You could have just said employee.
No. It's specific.
But employee would have worked too.
It would not.
That's ridiculous.
It's just because you're mad because you lost.
No, I did not.
You did lose.
How?
I got more than you. That's how winning wins. Winning works.
Because the consensus of the planet is going to say that a freaking broccoli, Brussels sprout,
No,
is a carb.
I gave you that one. I still won.
It's a carb.
You didn't get the answers to question, which means I had one more than
It's
you.
a carb.
It is a carb. But I still
It's
I
not.
But I gave
If
you that
something
one.
has carbohydrates in it, doesn't make it a carb.
Hey, I gave you that one. Anyways, I won the game. Well, thanks, guys. We're going to play this later, actually.
No, it's a really fun game. It's super cheap. It's been around for like 12 years, 13 years.
Oh, we played it last week,
14
huh?
years.
The 90s game? We played it last Friday,
You
huh?
can totally play it again. Do you want to play more games?
There's only like 4 people in the chat right now.
I don't care. We're just playing games.
Where's the...
Sometimes it's just for us.
Where is it?
It's over there somewhere. I'm pushing the button.
Wait. Bonus round.
So yeah, there's nobody in the chat, but we don't care. You know why? Because this is how we live our life anyways.
This
We're
is
just-
how we do
We're just giving you a
it.
little, tidbit of
Sneak
some
peek.
things that
I
we
mean,
do.
it could be worse. It could doing karaoke right now.
Oh, we do that sometimes too. It
Oh,
gets
rock
really
band.
bad. Rock Band. I've missed that. We haven't done that in like a month.
We can play today.
Yes, we can.
Do you want to?
I literally just said we haven't played in a month. That's all I was saying. I was like,
But do
oh,
you
we
want-
haven't.
But do you want to play today?
I always want to play stuff.
So you want to play today?
Sure. I don't like this game so much
Oh.
because I get it all wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm funnier when I play this because I'm always wrong.
That's true.
I love this game.
Okay, here's this.
Ready?
Nobody wants that. Okay, that's enough.
That's the timer you get when you order 5-second rule. I have other games that we have on here. We are going to play multiple games. We are going to do game
I
giveaways.
play Rabble so bad.
Oh my gosh. The things we're
We
going
can't
to
play
play
Rabble.
Rabble until I get my cameras figured out. I got the microphones figured out.
We need guests for Rabble.
We can get guests.
you
People
ready?
like us. Like we have people that are begging to come over for game night.
Okay, you're gonna know this.
Good game night.
Good game night. Good game night. According to TLC, what is a guy that thinks he's fly?
He's a scrub.
Also known as a buster.
Oh, I thought it was
No,
scrub.
it's a scrub.
Oh. I was like, when he said Buster, I was like, I think I'm thinking the wrong song. I mean, I've watched the other guys. I know all those
Are
quotes.
you gonna ask me a question
from
or
the
you
other
want me to just
guys.
Keep going.
Oh, I didn't know you gave me a deck.
I did. Okay.
Okay. Next question. You have 5 seconds to answer.
No.
Oh, dang it. According to Jay-Z and Pharrell, what happens after she changes clothes?
What song is this?
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. What happens?
Go.
That's the answer?
Yes.
Go?
I don't know the song.
It just says go?
It literally says go. G-O in bold print.
That's lame. Next.
You chose the game. I didn't write it.
Do you remember Escape?
Not very well.
You want to skip this one?
Ooh. I get a choice. Yes.
Okay.
I'm Skip.
Now you got
Skip.
Bobby.
Sorry, Escape.
Now you got Bobby Valentino.
Oh, I know that even that less.
I don't either.
If
Okay.
you don't know, how am I gonna know?
What was Mary J. Blige searching for? Searching for a.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I'm searching
I don't
for a.
Searching for a dude that has a lot of things and stuff. Blink, blink, G money.
Okay, we're gonna stop.
and
No.
on dubs.
We're gonna stop you for the best of everyone else. Ooh,
I
you were so
win.
close, Valerie. She said new love.
Same thing.
It's real love.
Is that not the same thing?
No.
Searching for a dude
No.
that has things and stuff and rides on dubs.
Would you go? What's your next
What
one?
is it? New love.
It's real love.
Real love. That's real love.
Searching for real
A dude that has.
love.
It's the definition of real love, what I just said.
Would you go?
It's the definition.
It's not. Go. What you got?
Oh, come on.
You can do this.
How many earrings did LL Cool J want his girl to have?
3. Do you know this song?
No, God, no.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say 3.
At least 2 pairs.
What song is that?
Don't know.
Okay. I don't think you're gonna know, so I'm gonna ask. What did Biggie sew onto his shirts?
Badges of awesome. I win.
I don't know this actually.
I win. Badges of awesome.
No,
Oh,
it's not. It's
don't know.
Tigers and alligators.
Oh, duh. Of course.
Is it? I'm like,
I
what
don't know.
song? Sometimes I'm like, what? I wish they would put the songs on here.
It's like he's trying to wear like LaCroix. He wanted LaCroix polos.
The water?
No, the one with the little alligator on it.
Is it called LaCroix?
I thought it was LaCroix. I was like in the 80s. I wore this little thing. Wasn't the brand called LaCroix?
Is it called?
It's spelled lacrosse, but I thought it was LaCroix.
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Well,
I wasn't bougie growing up.
I thought, no, I was.
We had Mervyn's.
My mom sewed some clothes together. We went to the secondhand store. I didn't have real clothes.
Come on, let's go.
All right. Sierra said you might look at her and think that she's what?
Oh, well, hold on. Come on, Sierra.
TikTok, TikTok.
No, there's not TikTok. So, you're distracting me.
I'm gonna set a timer.
Say it one more time.
Sierra said you might look at her and think that she's what?
You're going to say it, I'm going to know it. All right, Valerie, I need you to check in. I'm going to give you a couple minutes so you can tell me the answer. What is this? You're going to put the timer on me, aren't you?
I tried and it didn't turn on. I pushed the button and it just sat there. And I was like, I think I broke the button.
Okay, what is it?
Just a young girl.
No. Nope. I don't know that one either. You're not going to know this.
I'm going
I
to nail
don't
it.
even know this one.
My hands are in the air like I
It's
just
so
don't care.
dumb.
Do you not see it?
I don't like what happened right there. How did DMX know she was a thug?
Oh, she had a bunch of rolled up $100 bills, Franklins, some Benjamins. She had Benjamins in a roll.
No, we're talking. Because when he met her, she had a scarf on.
Oh,
what
totally.
song is this?
That's scarf on.
I
Like everybody thought it was because she ate a lot of food. You know?
No.
Like she was scarfing.
No.
But it was called scarf on.
Okay, what's your next
Scarfing.
one? I need to know what song that is. I
have
love
to-
DMX. I don't know that song
No,
at all.
we only know like 5 songs that you play on repeat.
That is not true.
Well, you have 5 favorite songs that you play on repeat by
It's like
DMX.
10.
Well, the
But
5.
that's not it. What is happening, old man?
Well, you almost killed me with your lies. I'm
Go.
allergic to lies.
Oh,
All right. What is this?
oh no.
What advice did Nivea have for you? Is that a lotion or something?
This is Nivea.
I don't know. Sounds like a lotion.
I'm going to say pass.
No, it's find your own man. Pass is weird. Okay, next one. Okay. Where did Ludacris say the best women all reside?
In the ATL. Is that what the area code or is it the ATL?
Africa.
Gosh dang it.
In Africa.
You're not going to know
You
that
should've
at
known
all.
that.
I should have known that. Oh, what magazine did Biggie read?
Oh! Big no. Oh no!
Yeah.
I actually
You
do
should
know this
This
one.
one, I feel like you should know.
My brain knows. I don't. I can't think of the name.
Ooh.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Ready?
Nope. I'm not because I should know it. Because nope. Just go.
Word Up
God
magazine.
dang it!
Word Up magazine.
Oh,
All right.
that one hurt a little bit. That one stung a little
Yeah,
bit.
you should know that one.
Yes,
Come
I
on,
know.
Get it together.
Oh, that's a long one. I'm gonna pass that.
Wait, who's the
Super
artist?
long. Missy Elliott.
I might know it.
All right. No, I can't do this. Okay. What is the correct opening for Missy Elliott's Get Your Freak On?
What are my options?
A. Headbanger.
Ooh.
B. Corcara Mina. D. Machalito Odot Swago Swago. C. Hush Your Mouth. D. Missy Puts It Down.
I think it's B.
Correct. Corcara Mina. D. Machalito Odot Swago Swago. I was reading that phonetically. I think I did a good job.
Okay.
I did a great job at that.
Some of these you're just not going to know.
I don't know any of these. I didn't even get Word Up magazine.
Okay.
Oh,
What was the young boy doing to Lauren's life with his words?
Oh, killing her softly.
Nope. Try again. Say it right song.
He's killing me softly. What? What?
What was the young boy doing to Lauren's life with his words?
I don't know now.
Singing her life with his words. You were close. It was the second half of what you said.
You know, that's not even their song. That's funny.
Wait, you can't. You have to prepare for the next one. When I have a card, you should have a card.
Oh, I'm prepared every time. Look at ready?
Yes. Wait, do I know them?
It's Nas.
Okay, maybe.
In Nas, quote, little thing, because it's possessive.
Okay. Nas's.
No, you can't say that. It's not
can.
another S. In Nas's,
Yes.
sounds like a, no. In Nas one mic, after the cop shot again, the bus stop glass burst. And what did the fiend drop?
I don't know. I also like the way you read that question.
All right. Would you like a different
No.
cadence?
No. What's the answer?
In Nas one mic, after the cop shot again, the bus stop glass burst. And what did the fiend drop?
Ooh. A backpack. A gun.
Close.
Mm.
His Heineken.
Dang it. No idea what that song is. Oh, that's my favorite. We actually did this one already, so you should know it.
No.
What kind of superstar was Praz?
No.
Major,
Oh.
international,
Ooh.
local,
Oh.
ghetto.
Or ghetto.
Yes. Ghetto superstar.
I just couldn't remember. It was like it had to be.
That is what you are.
I'm saying it had to be 2 syllables.
Yeah.
That's all. I didn't know it was ghetto. I just knew it was 2 syllables.
All right, you ready?
Does that make sense?
Trying to find one you
Oh, is it
know.
my turn?
Yes.
To ask you?
Yes.
How many more are we going to do this all night?
No,
Let's
let's
do
do
it.
3 more.
All right. Who did Tupac say got a baby?
What?
Who did Tupac say got a baby?
Brenda.
You can't look at the chat.
Valerie for the win.
Come
That
on.
was awesome.
I asked that question great.
That was awesome.
My
Good job.
cadence is a little weird. But
Valerie. Valerie, I'm bringing this to New
Valerie's
Orleans.
going to win. Do you know what she's going to win? Do you know what she gets? One of the new things that,
Oh, she should.
yep, for your assistance tonight
Yes.
and being in the chat with these fools that need self-affirmation from chat.
I didn't know that. I didn't know it was Brenda.
I'm saying we're going to send you Yaya's embroidery.
Do you ever send her other stuff she won?
No.
Okay. Well, that's
We're going to put a whole package together.
bring it to New Orleans.
You're going to have like a suitcase full of stuff. We still owe you a shirt, some stickers, keychains, but also we're going to give you the next thing that Yaya's embroidery is making with
Yes.
kind of a newer logo. Not newer, but kind of cool.
Adjusted. Okay,
Yeah,
ready?
I'm working on that this weekend.
What couldn't Missy stand?
Your crap. Missy can't stand that feeling. Missy can't stand that attitude. Missy can't stand that. Don't know.
Whew.
I really don't know.
I can't stand the.
Rain.
There you go.
Oh, I really?
Yeah.
That was right? Oh, I thought that was too non-Missy.
That was Missy Elliott's song.
Oh, I know.
Where's your card? You're not prepared. We got one more. This last one.
All right.
But it needs to be one I know.
It's long. No, you're
Who's the artist? That's the question.
They?
No.
All right. Okay. Ooh, here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go, yo.
Wu-Tang
Oh, gosh.
said cash rules what? We've had this, I think. I don't know if it's on the show, but we've played this. You got a choice?
Yes.
Here they are. A, the world. B, everything in the country. C, everything around me. D, all of that.
Valerie won. See, I have to bring this game to New Orleans. Me and Valerie are going to play this. She's going to beat me. Everything around me
Yes.
from Valerie.
You guys are going to get the right answers, and I'm going to be funny. I'm about playing the game and be entertaining. Ready?
Ooh. You're not going to know that. Let's see.
No, I don't know half these things.
Hold on. I'm probably... Oh, you might know this one. If Nas and Lauryn Hill ruled the world, what would they do?
I can't.
Oh, you were there. I'd have another baby.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like diamonds first.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
Nope, that's not it.
Mm-mm.
If I ruled the world.
What's not it?
Valerie said, cure all the boys and girls. It is, they'd free all their sons.
Oh, that's right.
John's playing too. See, first off, you guys need to come visit us, obviously.
But the issue that I'm having is when all these songs were coming out, I was raising a small child. Like, I'm not, like, you got to understand.
I want to do one more.
Like, I had
Not that one.
a daughter in 1993 and another daughter in 1996. So all of this was when I was like just trying to keep a job.
You might know this. Ready? What does Boys to Men want you to do after you close your eyes and make a wish?
Oh, close. Don't know.
Yeah,
Dream
he's
of
old,
me.
Valerie. He was having kids in the 90s.
Yeah. Like I said, I was like, Ariel is 30 years old. Like these, like I was working and just trying to hold the job down.
Close your eyes, make a wish.
I wasn't even allowed to listen to like grunge.
But you know Boys to Men. I don't think I knew this line though.
I don't know it.
Oh, maybe I do. It was blow out the candlelight.
No.
Oh, look, Becca got it. Blow out the candlelight. Becca also has this game, so she's
No. I'm
that's
out.
who she is.
Because y'all are kids. Like seriously,
this is fun.
let's be real. There's a few people in the chat, few listeners. Like, let's pull out some '80s music. You guys be railed.
Maybe, but 70s, we're on it.
'70s.
Yeah,
I don't know if I do well at '70s.
there are a lot of these I don't think you're gonna get.
Do you want one
Yeah.
or no? Okay. Ready for it?
Yes.
If someone wants to party with Busta Rhymes, what must they show him? You know we're PG rated.
The rhymes.
Nobody has a Busta Rhymes. You can't show him Busta Rhymes.
No, I was just saying his name like he says his name.
I said it perfect.
Say it again.
Okay. If someone wants to party with Busta Rhymes, what must they show him?
A good time. Belly button.
Maybe. They got to show him what they got for him.
Oh, I would never get that.
That's the dumbest lyric I've ever heard.
You ready? If you don't know this, we are not playing Rock Band today.
Uh-oh. We're supposed to be working.
No, we're not. What was the name of the girl D'Angelo met in Philly?
No.
Oh,
Is it Brown Sugar?
yes.
Because I was like, I got tingles because that's like I was like sitting there going, no, because that's like one of my favorite. When it comes to songs of this era, that song, just anything from D'Angelo was just, I'm a D'Angelo, like, I love
Fan?
D'Angelo. No, just you put on Brown Sugar, come on.
I mean, that song is like
And
amazing.
the music video, even the album cover, he's like almost showing his thing.
That's
Like he's all
weird
ripped,
thing.
but he's also like that music video, like he's in this basement playing a piano and smoking
Yeah.
and just going. I'm like, oh, Just
John said Carol,
thick.
not Carol.
No, Brown Sugar.
Brown Sugar.
Listen to Brown Sugar if you have not.
Oh.
You are missing out if you have not.
It's a great song.
Great song.
What did Destiny's Child ask you to pay?
What they call it? Reparations.
What?
Come on.
That's no.
Oh.
Have you never listened to a Destiny's Child song ever?
Only when you sing them.
Oh my gosh.
I
Thank
don't-
you, Becca. Bills.
Oh,
I mean, it's the whole name of the song.
it's reparations. It's white people bills. What's the difference?
Oh, this is fun. So now apparently I need Valerie, John, and Rebecca to come play this game with me.
But here's the thing. Wouldn't it be cool to take different genres or different eras and shuffle the deck?
That would make it fair.
No, not just fair, but just like be random. It could be a 70s thing, could be an 80s thing, could be a 2000s thing.
Yeah.
Could be a rock thing, could be an R&B thing. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I
All
wonder
right.
if they do that.
Last one of the night. This is a throwback to the 90s, obviously. Who can't Jagged Edge forget about and where the party at?
Why do you just pick stuff that you think is cool and so I don't know what it is?
Because I said so. 1, Pretty A Girls. 2, Homies and Hotties. 3, Thugs and Girls. 4, Gangsters and Girls. Who can't Jagged Edge forget about and where the party at? Hey, where the party at?
Where's the homies one? What's that called? Which one?
Homies and Hotties?
Yeah, that one. That's what I'm thinking. Where's my homies? Where's the hotties? That's where I'm going. Yo, homie, where's the hotties? They're right over there. I'm here. I'm in. I showed up.
Have you ever said homies and hotties in the same
No.
sentence before?
No.
See, John said one more. Okay.
No, not homie.
Yeah, sorry, do you want the answer?
Can I play? Can I ask you a question once in a while?
Yes, look at the cards. It was Thugs and Girls.
No.
Hey, where the party at?
Homies and hotties are where they at?
No. Go ahead. What you got?
Skit, scat.
I have so many cards ready to
Blip,
go.
black. Blip, black.
No.
Blap, blap, blap.
Pick a card that we know.
Okay. Oh, boy. Oh. In Miss Jackson,
Oh, that's good.
who does Outkast say the song goes out to?
Baby's mamas, mamas. Mamas, mamas. Mamas, mamas.
No, you got to go
What?
think about it.
I said all the answers.
No, you didn't.
Who did I miss?
The baby's mamas, 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 baby's mamas, mamas.
I got all those.
It's it goes up generations.
I said it.
When he said it, I was like, "Oh yeah, that makes great."
Yes.
Like everybody, it just went up the generations. I was like, "Ah, it was great."
That was a good question.
It's like, but nobody. Yeah, don't. I'd have known that one. Andre is one of my heroes.
Okay. This is an old song.
What's from? This is based in the '90s, Sarah. Like everything is between 30 and 21 years old.
Are you ready?
Well, 25 years old.
And We Belong Together. What did Mariah Carey lose when he left?
Her ability to sing live. Nailed it. I win. Mariah cannot sing live.
She can't
Since
sing live.
then.
Actually, it's been pretty rough.
It's been rough for years now.
A part of me, Rebecca wins.
Yeah.
That is correct.
The part of her
that can,
that
sing,
can
live.
sing live. That's what she lost.
So the people are wanting this game. You have to keep playing.
I can't. Well, I can keep playing.
You have to pick a card.
But
But
it's
what
like-
I mean,
My answers are not going to be right. They're just going to be,
they're still fun.
I don't know. People not. Oh, come on. Yes. Why doesn't Andre 3000's baby mess around?
Are there options?
No, it's just one.
Crap. What song is this? No hints. Say it again.
What doesn't? Oh, is it, did I say does or
I
doesn't?
don't know.
What doesn't Andre 3000's baby mess around? Why doesn't? One more time. Why does it? Listen, stop laughing and listen.
Okay.
This is serious.
Serious.
Why doesn't Andre 3000's baby mess around?
I don't know.
Because she loves him so.
What song is that?
I thought that was the Polaroid one.
I don't know. Okay, ready?
My baby don't mess around because she loves me so.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that?
I think you're right.
Yeah. That's the one that everybody in the world knows.
Okay, so do you know that song?
Derp.
You know the lip gloss song?
Derp. No,
You
I
don't
have
know.
no idea.
I'll say in the chat anyways.
Do you know what I bought the other day?
Nail polish?
Yeah. I was thinking about,
Okay, ready?
I bought nail polish.
Okay, put that down. Not only is Lil Mama's lip gloss poppin', but it's also what? Expensive, cheap, cool, used.
I didn't know you were going to give me a...
That's easier for you.
Oh, what was that question? No, it wasn't. It was easier for me the other way.
Not only is Lil Mama's lip gloss poppin', but it's also what? Expensive?
Giving me an allergic
Cheap?
reaction.
Rebecca's correct. My lip gloss be poppin'. My lip gloss be cool.
Oh, I was saying gives me an allergic
That
reaction.
song is awesome, by the way. Adding it to my playlist.
You don't have a playlist.
I have so many.
You have DMX and Ed Sheeran.
Okay, if you don't get this one, we can't talk anymore.
She's just reading stuff.
I'm waiting for you to go.
I have mine. Always ready.
Please don't.
Do you know who Petey Pablo is?
Yeah.
Do you want the question?
Yeah.
Then? What does Petey Pablo want them to do after they take their shirt off?
Swing your head like a helicopter.
Hmm.
You know it's close enough.
That's not close enough. It's twist it round their head.
Like a helicopter.
Spin it like a helicopter.
That was
What
like
are we like 12? What kind of? I mean,
that was like the jam when we were like in high school.
no wonder people from the 80s hated 90s music.
That was a good song.
People in the 80s just wanted to party, and now they just want to spin their head around like a helicopter.
No, they wanted you to take your shirt off and then spin around like a helicopter.
That was just an excuse for them to take their shirt off.
right.
Do you know in the 80s they're just like, take your shirt off so I can see your boobs.
That's what he said.
No, he didn't.
He did.
He said helicopter. No, who cares
Just do
about a
this.
helicopter?
Woo! That's all he was saying.
That's weird.
New Orleans, 2024.
You better be bringing home some beads.
Wrong time. We're
There
not
you
going.
go.
We're not
You're
going
not going
for Mardi
Fat
Gras.
Tuesday?
No,
Yeah.
that's February. Okay. Flo Rida said the girl who wore the boots with the fur was wearing what kind of jeans? This is an easy one.
Apple bottom.
Oh my gosh, you got one. Holy moly.
I mean, there's certain songs that actually made sense. Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur.
The
Like-
whole club was looking.
No, just like I've never seen the helicopter with no shirt on. I was like, that's weird. But I've seen apple bottom jeans and I've seen boots with fur.
Yeah, I'm hoping
They were in the club at that time.
You know, my favorite song about that favorite part about that song was the get low part. But now, as I age, getting low is rough. Who's gonna help me get back up?
If Beyonce can do it.
Beyonce's in shape.
Okay.
Yeah,
What shape?
a healthy one.
Oh.
Where's your card?
It's in my hand. I'm ready all the time. You know who Master P is?
Yes.
Because Master P got the hookup. What does he say?
This is John's card right here, John. Let's go.
Because Master P got the hookup, what does he say they should do next?
Make me say, oh.
Holler if they hear him. Oh, look.
Becca.
Rebecca got it.
I knew she'd get
look
it.
at that.
Friggin' Becca. John said, banana, na.
Banana, na, 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 na. No, that's how I feel like this game too, John.
Oh, gosh.
I was like, seriously, I was truly being a young adult in this era.
I wonder if you'll know this.
I had to go back and yeah.
Look, CJ might know this. According to Young B, what should someone have on the side of their chicken noodle soup?
A line of cocaine. What kind of stupid songs? Like these lyrics. I mean, realistically,
Yep. Becca. Soda on the side.
but how stupid are these songs compared to?
Listen,
no wonder.
Wait till we get the 80s version. You'll be
No,
like, this is stupid.
All I'm saying is, no wonder why the kids of people that grew up in the 90s listen to TikTok.
That's fair.
Because listen to these lyrics.
I don't disagree.
Because they can go, soda on the side, million views, TikTok.
Go. Oh, Valerie got it too. Valerie got soda.
See what I'm saying?
I don't really watch TikTok.
But you bred people that would listen
So
to
did
some
you.
soda on the side. I'll do it.
Valerie said, or John said a napkin on the side.
I feel like I was in the 80s. 80s music, a line of cocaine.
Oh my gosh, go.
Okay. I will do my best to ask this the right way.
Okay.
Who?
Oh no.
Who?
Who let the dogs out?
Who? Who?
Let the dogs out.
Mike Jones.
Oh, I love Mike Jones. Wait, what
Yeah.
was the question?
That's the question.
Oh.
It just says who. So I did it the best way I could.
But then you answered it.
Yeah, but you didn't answer it correctly.
Because I didn't know it was a question. I thought you were still asking it.
That was kind of the point.
Jiminy Christmas.
That was a great one. I'd probably gotten that one.
Yeah, I don't think you would have.
What? Do you know how many times, like, we listened to nothing but Fat Joe and Mike Jones?
Okay.
When we went to Florida.
If you
and
don't get
Gucci
this.
Mane.
If you don't get this, you owe us all.
You didn't get Mike Jones.
You didn't read it right.
There's one word as a
You
question. It
didn't
says who.
read
and
it.
It goes, who? Mike Jones.
You didn't read
That's
it right.
literally how you do it. You don't go, who?
You ready?
I didn't say that. I didn't go, who?
No matter
I
what you
said,
say,
who?
you're wrong. You know why? Because
Mike
no one in the
Jones.
chat knew what you were doing. So that means
Do you know why? Do you know why, though? Do you know why? Why they didn't know? Because I did it so well. They thought I was Mike Jones. They're like, oh, I don't know who this guy is. It's not Scooter anymore.
Oh, shut up. Okay, ready?
Nailed it.
What did BBD say to never trust?
Velvet DeVoe.
Yep.
Oh, never trust. That girl is poison.
Yep.
ABC, BBD. Another Bad Creation. Velvet DeVoe. Never trust. I don't know.
Yeah, there's 1 through 4. You ready?
Oh, I get choices. Who?
A big gut and a smile. A man, a woman, a big butt and a smile.
Big butt and a smile.
Obviously.
Oh, that's out one song.
I'm behind. Oh, there it goes. A girl that spies. John, you're
What
like,
was that? What song was that?
It's Poison.
Was it Poison?
Yes.
Was that the Me and the Crew Used to Do Her? Is
Yes.
that the one? Dun, 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 dun.
That's why it's hard for me to find.
Oh, is it my turn
Yep.
to ask a question? I don't want to say that on here, even if you get it right. Okay. Do you know who Jules Santana is? All right. I'll move on.
Maybe.
Woo! Okay. What did the big timers wear with their gator boots?
Oh no.
I feel like I'm doing it right. I don't know. Maybe not.
Wait, is it not multiple choice? I feel like I know
Nah,
this.
my face is dry. I like scratching my face.
I know this. Gator boots.
Yeah.
All
I look weird on camera, huh? Where's the camera?
right, Beck and Valerie, you guys know this answer. What is this? Gator boots and oh my gosh, it's
I'm
gonna
going
bug
to
me.
start a timer.
What's the name of the song? And then I'll know it. Gator boots.
Gator
Bucket
boots.
shoes. Shoot.
Ready?
Yes.
Pimped out Gucci suit.
Ah. Fudgesicles.
It even rhymes.
All right, this is the last question.
What?
No?
I'm just saying. I get the last question so I can win.
Okay.
This is for all the Gucci suits.
I'm trying to find one that like is really, really good.
No.
Okay, this one's good. I think I've asked you this before.
Mm-mm.
Where was the party that Montel Jordan went to on a Friday night? In the song, "This is how we do it."
Oh, it's on the west side. No? East side. In my bedroom.
You've said 3 answers, sir. I need 1 answer.
No multiple choice.
Nope.
I thought it was like West Side or something like that. I don't know.
This is how we do
Yeah, I
it
understand that. What's the answer?
on the West Side.
I said that already.
I know.
I said it first.
I was just waiting for a
It's the
dramatic
first
effect.
thing I said.
Oh, John said I have to do another one. Scooter got it. All
And
right.
then you challenged me.
Come on. We need to find one. John has to get 1.
I was like, I know 1 out of 10.
Come on.
You know?
Your pile's bigger than mine.
Yeah, that's how it's genetics. Okay?
Give me some of yours.
Genetics.
Is that where your torso
I have
is
a bigger
longer?
pile. More baggage.
Ooh.
At what age was Tupac kicked out on the streets? A,
Okay, good.
17. B, 14. C, 13. D, 16.
I was going to say 13.
17.
Dang it.
Do you know why?
Really? 17?
He was an arts kid. You know he went to an art school.
Yeah, I just thought he was younger.
But I'm just sitting there like,
13.
that was a choice, Tupac. I always feel like you went out on the streets after having
Listen,
an art education
You're
in high
in
school.
California. We don't talk about Tupac here.
I'm just saying
We
it
don't.
was
We
it was a choice.
don't talk about Tupac in California.
I just feel it was a choice. I mean, he had what's her name?
All right, you ready?
Jada. He had Jada.
Whatever. Okay, ready. In Shoop, Salt and Pepper. What was Peppa's weakness?
Shoot.
Here I go. Here I go. Here I go again. Girls, what's my weakness? Okay, then.
No. I don't know. I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
John got one.
Men?
Men.
It was just men?
Yes. Girls, what's my weakness? Men. Okay,
See?
then chill.
See?
Mind my
Doesn't that make
business.
sense? That makes for a good song, right? But if they would have said, what's my weakness? Soda on the side. Like, what? Who
Chicken
says
noodle soup. Chicken noodle soup.
with
Chicken
soda on
noodle
the
soup
side?
and a soda on the side.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that made sense. That made sense. That was actually good. I just didn't remember it. Oh, I think we've had this before.
Okay.
So, no multiple choice.
Oh, crap. Okay.
What time are the girls leaving Snoop's living room?
3 a.m. Is it 4 a.m.? Shoot.
It's not a.m. at all.
What?
6 in the morning. They
That's
don't
the
say-
a.m.
There's a difference between the girl living in the room. It's like 6 a.m.
John said 4 a.m.
Nobody says they didn't. I mean, in my brain, even if I got the number wrong, I knew it was in the morning.
Whew. Okay.
You know, we're playing long.
I
We might just do this as a whole segment by itself. I might do bonus round as a whole, like clip the whole thing.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Some of these, I'm just like, I don't even know these.
Well,
I don't know that song.
my turn then.
Go ahead.
What did Kanye drink for breakfast?
Scissor. Do I have options?
I don't think you're thinking of Kanye. Who are you thinking of?
I don't know who sang the song actually.
Who did
Sipping on
Sci-
some scissor.
Who was that?
I don't know.
Wasn't
I'm terrible with names.
that like
Who's Kanye?
what? Who? Who's that guy?
Orange juice.
No.
Dang it.
It was a boost.
What? What was the question?
You know Kanye's a fool. Like, what did Kanye drink for breakfast? A boost.
That's not right.
Exactly.
Okay, you have to get this one. It's T-Pain. In Buy You a Drink, what is T-Pain on? Patron, Hennessy, MD 2020, Grey Goose.
This is the 90s. I'd say Hennessy. That seems 90s. Stop pausing like that because then I question myself. Is it Hennessy or not?
It's not. It's Patron.
God.
Okay, people, that is the end of the game.
We've been here
Oh, Becca said Patron.
been here 2.5 hours.
That is it. We have ended the game. If you want to play with us more, Tell
show
us
up
to come visit you.
or show up in real life.
In real person.
Show up real person, real life, real person. We'll put a camera on you. You'll play this game with us, and
Yes.
we'll edit out all the stupid crap that we actually say in
won't.
real life.
We won't edit out, actually.
What they'll just shut us down.
We don't edit things here.
No, I don't edit. It's too much work.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. We enjoyed this very much. Check out all the things we talked about, especially our shout outs. Check out Linya's podcast, please. Whale of a Tale, please. Just because that. Check out your Royals embroidery. Get 10% off. That's important. We're going to give you some cool stuff soon.
Yes.
Valerie. Yeah, Valerie's still got a package being built. I have everything but the shirt. But Urel makes the shirt, so we're gonna get that and whatever she's making soon.
Yes.
We'll get that out to you. And hey, John, we might get you some stuff too.
Oh.
What? Got to send us your sizes. We will talk to you very soon. We enjoy you all.
Till next time, because he had a burp.
Yeah. Till next time.
Oh, gosh.
Show up
Bye.
in real life, guys. We enjoy you.
And I loved it.